right? Facebook. On 5 different places. Choose what works best for you. Let's see what we got for the background today. And welcome in, guys. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I'm just going to start running through some of these dollar start IDW books. Got a bunch of them. It'll be select books. Can't run everything at $1, but basically I'll be putting up the stuff that I can. And good luck. This is a good one. And welcome in, everybody. Check out the show notes. We're doing dollar starts on select IDW stuff today. Check out lookingfortmnt.com for more info about our community, to join our different community platforms like our Discord. We do giveaways every week. No purchase necessary. We'll also be putting discount codes, coupon codes out on our social here starting next month. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But yeah, we're just going to run through some, like I said, some IDW. We're doing dollar starts on select IDW stuff today. If you want me to run anything else, of course, all the turtle stuff, as always, that we have is in the auction tab. So let me know if you have any requests. Otherwise, we'll start working through this stuff. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Oh, a couple of make sure we go live on Discord.
Looking at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue #1 with Peter Laird. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, Peter, in Chat and Comics. It was such a good time. We had to figure out like what else can we do? Can we get Eastman and Laird? We did the shoot interviews with each dude individually. Can we get Eastman and Laird on the channel and continue the conversation about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and its growth and talk some craft stuff? You know, like you guys certainly rereading this material over the past week in prep for this. I do not think that you guys get enough credit for the craft part of the process. The comics are actually really, really good, but you never hear that in interviews or articles. It's always about the wild success and things. So the what we have going on here today is that
we are officially live on every platform now.
Talk craft stuff.
And we normally run this one for 15.
Along the way that sort of went into creating the comic and some of the.
And this one is an Eastman cover too.
Like from the production of this stuff. So thank you guys so much for being here. And here we have the IDW slipcase issues that we're taking a look at. It's cool because we still got the duo tone with it's not like colored over top or anything like that. Got that.
All right, we're just gonna cruise through.
First off, who designed that mouse? Because that feels like you can't just put that in the sketchbook one time. That looks like it was developed.
I'm pretty sure I did that design originally.
Oh, 100%. Were you sitting on it for a while, or was that for this issue?
Well, actually, rereading this issue made me remember something that I'm not sure if Kevin remembers, but I remember being in Dover, and I was working on
nice, Mel. Pick it up.
Fiction story. I think I was planning to.
Thanks for hanging out.
In just in text and prose, and it involved a guy who created a rat hunting robot, and it would like run around in the sewers or in the basement of buildings.
Of course, you're great pickup. And you moved up the rewards club too.
Drop them and kill them, and then swallow them, and then poop them out in a little plastic bag. You remember that guy?
I don't remember that specifically, but what I
man, of course,
very clearly is besides being a huge fan of Peter's artwork.
Ha, Caleb, that's so funny. Dude, that feature is like, I don't get it.
Machinery to me that look like they work.
One second, guys. I gotta relist this one because I sold one yesterday.
Talked of Sherwood, it was kind of robot-based Robin Hood tale. Of course, the designs for Fugitoid and some of the things we want to do now, but he had.
So they really like lock you into it. If you try to change it, you can't. After that's so weird. That's so funny, man.
But just these robots seem to come alive, and if it was that idea that inspired it, was definitely so great when we.
Oh, is this actually still? I think this might actually still be on.
The ideas we were kicking around a few different ideas.
Okay, cool. That is still listed.
Because
I was thinking, yeah, you'd have to do that, I guess.
Beginning, middle, and end. We never really kind of thought it would be a second issue, but we had such a great time putting everything we wanted and we loved about comics.
And this one's an Eastman Punk Frogs Eastman cover.
Everybody put all of our favorite isms in there. But when we had to come up with a more original story, a rat in the sewer.
Ah, that sounds like a genius idea. And then, you know, have her pay for it. But it really, like, so it won't, like, there's nothing you can do.
Especially if you were Splinter looking at one of those things coming at you down the sewer.
That's funny. I guess they know what's up. You know?
This looks kind of computer colored compared to what I remember the original look like.
They're like, there's no point to this feature if you can just turn it off again, I guess.
In the early days, Ken and I swapped
Jeez.
covers. You know, he did the first one. I did the cover for number 2. He did the cover for number 3. I did the cover for number 4. As far as the airbrush on that cover, the cover was done very much like the
Female gun clean up.
Issue, where it was a black and white, and then a cover overlay.
Nice, brother.
Red color. And in this one, I remember using my airbrush to spray tone chemical on the original, which was probably not a great idea.
Probably would
Oh.
Yeah, really.
For that. Like when you have the word chemical.
Well, you are still being responsible. You did it. You didn't. You are. So you thought right. You're doing good. You're doing good. I support your decision.
Finish the thread, or it was set off camera.
I never want anyone to get in trouble.
There was some sort of something on the original issue 2, and all of those copies like came direct. Like if it hit the store, it came from your hands rather than a distributor.
Yeah, I'm sure Kevin remembers this. I believe it was the first printing of issue number 2, printed by the Lakeville Journal in Lakeville.
Oh yeah, you never do that.
I took them up to my house, and Kevin and I
Never do
went
that,
through every single copy,
dude.
because they had
Don't worry, man.
kind of a crappy job.
Before I was a seller man, I went through all those phases, and I'm still guilty, man. Like I spent like I don't know, maybe over 100, maybe I spent like $100 with Crew last night, and then I just jumped into this show today, and you know it was like he had some TMNT stuff like the toys on the table, and I get in, and he's like, "What are you looking for?" Because everyone's like, "Oh, looking for TMNT. What do you look?" That's why I named myself Looking for TMNT, so I wouldn't have to explain anything. I just joined the chat, and they start talking to me because they're like, "Oh, you're looking for TMNT." I'm like, "Yeah." There was like, what type? And I was like, just weird stuff. And he had this knockoff porcelain statue that like it's like weird. Like they used like a mold from like the oversized turtles, and it's like he's got a red bandana. They used the Mikey mold, and he's holding Leo's swords. It's like hilarious knockoff. So I was like, so I got that too. I spent more than I should have.
Yeah, throw them out.
Yeah, so well, you know what's funny is going back to even issue 1, which is
Oh, this is a cool cover. I just realized. Who did that? Oh, Pharaoh. Yeah. That'll be why.
There was this local printer, the Lakeville Journal, that had they would do these.
I certainly will.
TV facts, TV guide kind of things. They would be left outside convenience stores. They'd be supported by local.
Yeah, I pretty much fire sailed off the most of my figures. I had a bunch of new stuff like last week, but I ended up with like 30 or 40 sales, cleaned it out. I do still have some figures in there. There's a few. If you go to the auction tab and type figure, it should pull up everything I got. There's some loose stuff, nothing too great. There's still some new stuff in there, and like some Playmates sets, some of the other cool stuff. But yeah, take a look for yourself because it's one of those things. I don't have a ton of it anymore. I'll be getting more toys eventually. But
It wasn't until people started complaining that it was bigger than a regular comic size that it dawned on us that we hadn't done it properly.
And I think
Go Yak!
Issue 2, if I remember.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
A glossy cover like we have in issue 1. And I think we were also surprised when all those copies showed up that were badly trimmed, but they also had a matte finish cover, and we were like,
That's pretty strange.
Yes.
Oh, the good old.
Nice win, B-Mel. Get out the fuck out of my house.
I don't know how much I think because issue 3 they
That's a retailer exclusive. That's an
There's
A.
at some point we ended up moving to Southern Memphis News, but
Yeah. I'd love to actually get into all
Is that
of
Venus?
the
Probably.
So like we'll make this newspaper spread where we have a margin.
Oh, dude, that said it was supposed to arrive tomorrow. You're not allowed to have that. You gotta put it. You didn't open it, did you? You're not allowed to have that till tomorrow.
They certainly didn't do it.
Oh, I see it in the Discord now. Oh yeah, that's right. I just replied to that. Yeah, okay, that was the package. Awesome, dude. You know, I got that graded myself. That's a looking for TMNT original right there.
they actually did it in a slightly different format. It's
Oh, dude, it said 20th for me when I looked this morning.
Larger borders than what.
Oh, gotcha, man. I don't have any of those.
Yeah, see the original.
I know, Jeezy. It's like hell froze over, right?
Still not perfect.
Maybe we should all buy lottery tickets.
But when IDW did the.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad you like the playing cards. That was my idea. Was like maybe it'd be a fun like family thing. If you guys want to do some playing cards or something, I don't know. I thought it would be fun. I'm glad you like them
A
though.
little more spread out. Yeah, when they did like the.
What are you guys like? Is he ever gonna run out of bonus shit this time? Like, nah, dude.
They did
Nah, I budget for it.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, close to the right.
VIP perk.
Yeah, that was. I think.
Oh, good.
Those days.
Good. Maybe there'll be some Go Fish in your future, huh?
Cost us around
The little ones.
$1,200 for 3,000 copies, black and white with a 2-color cover, and so that was for our needs and necessities as very naive self-publishers. It was the dollar. It worked for us. So already spent all of our savings and fortunes on the duo shade paper.
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember this, but we actually got back from the printer 3,275.
And what's up, everybody? I hope everyone's having a great day. Everyone on Discord, I see you guys. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for chilling with us over there. YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Hello to all of you too.
I mentioned that too. But it's something I had completely forgotten about.
Because a lot of people have asked over the years, like of that first printing, how many of those actually ended up, getting out to the public?
What are they?
We kept.
The cool things we'll be doing in the future here. Nice beam Mel. There's been a long-standing idea where basically we can open up the Discord so our followers can like chat during the show. It's not just me talking.
2,600 maybe actually made it into the distribution.
And so we're going to do that soon. Everyone's going to be way too shy, but it's going to be funny to put them on the spot maybe. Yeah, it's an idea one of our followers that come up with. I think it'll be fun to kind of have 5 to 10 of us chatting during the show and not just me.
No, that's not how it works. And I think we were like, okay, hang up, we'll call him back. We had to talk.
We got some other stuff going on. If you go to lookingfortmnt.com, you can find all our community channels. We've got, like, for instance, a contest going on in the Discord right now where you can win an animation cell. Nice be Mel. Get it out of my house. Yeah, you can win an animation cell. There's also a couple giveaways going on right now. One is for the last run in director's cut. Of course, man. Thank you. Thanks for supporting the show. I appreciate it.
Not a lot, but
Glad you're able to get some cheap covers out with you. It's all about timing with the Looking for TMNT show. Yeah, we do giveaways in the Discord. This week, there'll be 2 winners, and they'll each get a blind bag. A number 13, volume 6 blind bag. And then, like I said, there's a VIP giveaway as well, where if you have VIP access, you can win a Last Ronin hardcover.
Well, I think my...
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
What's
up, Phoenix?
The early years of Peter and I working together, especially what's so interesting about issue 2.
Yeah, dude. I love Turtles too. We're all pretty big Turtles fans around here. Like I said, if you want to hang out with other fans, you check out the Discord. That's always on. We're always hanging out and chatting in there.
Portland, Maine, and got a job there, and I was doing night classes, and Pete and his incredible wife Janine had moved.
The director's cut or just the regular one?
They moved there, and so Pete and I were sending.
Word.
Back and forth, and so Pete started doing.
What?
Breakdowns
Blue Jack, are you sneaky sneak? Little sneaky sneak. I'm gonna scroll through the chat, see if he's sneaky sneaking. He is sneaky sneaking. Sneaky sneaker. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Shared layouts where Pete did initial breakdowns and layouts for chunk of the story. I brought in some ideas of different bits and pieces. I thought, maybe we could pace this a little different.
We're cruising.
Kind of shadow, and we have both of these pieces that I discovered recently around the time that Pete and I were wrapping up.
It's all good. We all lurk over here, man.
Was able to get Pete back and I didn't realize I had him, which was funny. I had all of his
nice
pencils. I guess the hoarder in me, I'm taking these. So I ended up being able to give Pete back his original breakdowns and
yeah, we're flying through
the layouts, so we can see the comparison of how our ideas melded together. But Pete, being a much more experienced artist than I was in the early days, especially that, and our styles were slightly different. That we would try to.
Oh, I thought it was over.
This, I think, issue 2 really kind of evolved more. We try to get some of each of us on maybe every panel or every page.
Oh, we're at cover price.
We'd ink a little here, a little there, and pass the pages back and forth to try to make the styles blend, which to me was quite effective.
Nice win, man.
Sometimes I look at the stuff like, I tell you 1,000 million%, all those mouses at the bottom of the page, that's Pete.
Who is this artist?
The styles really started blending wonderfully this time.
Who is this?
Sometimes it is a little.
I can't tell. Oh well. Maybe one of you will be able to tell me someday. Of course, B-Mal. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate the support. We love these types of shows. We don't do them all the time, but when we do, we go hard. Isn't that right, everybody?
It's all scratchy. It's an effect.
Taking a quick break to pay the bills. Got to let you guys know that we have a Patreon. And
What's up, Chris?
K-Favors on our Patreon are getting all of these videos.
Blue Jack, do you know who this artist is? I actually really like the way they drew the turtles. Good to see you, dude.
This exact conversation.
Dollar's starting some select IDW stuff today. You can check out the show notes. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
But these videos are also brought to you by the books that we make. Out in the wild right now, I have Red Room Crypto Killers issue number 1 is being solicited to your comic shops. There are 2 other trade paperbacks: Red Room Trigger Warnings, Red Room The Antisocial Network.
You got it, boss. What do you mean closer? Is that like the artist's last name, or you want to see it? You want to see it closer? Boop. Is that? Am I following you? Like glares.
I have Hope Grand Design is in comic book stores shortly. If you haven't gotten it already, you should pre-order it. I like to think of it as the best looking book ever.
Yeah.
So pick it up and judge for yourself.
Well,
my next book is Street
it's yours now.
Poverty. That is the 20th anniversary of Street Angel. All of the Street Angel comics that are not in Street Angel Deadly Squirrel Live and will look very nice on the shelf next to Street Angel Deadly Squirrel Live. And the first young adult graphic novel, The Plain Jane, is also available from the You
love us, right? We got Eastman and Laird back together to talk Turtles comics. Support the channel. Let's get back to the video. Yes.
One thing I'd like to point out is that almost always when you see a bold black area, on a figure or in the background, that's Kevin. Because he always had a great sense of spotting blacks.
Nice, guys. You're in.
The greatest comic book practical jokes, I feel like, in the history of
best of luck to you both.
The medium and maybe pop culture is getting my mom to acknowledge Baxter Stock in some small way. Through the character of Baxter Stock.
How's it going, Splinter? I'm just going to keep calling you Splinter, by the way. Hope you're doing good, dude.
That I bugged my mom for. Looked aesthetically a little different in the cartoons.
Welcome to my being in the business of putting other people in business show. Word.
I just wanted to add something.
Some things with a nice margin for other sellers.
About finding the rocks that I did.
Glad to hear it, dude. Thanks again, B-Mal.
And then he ended up sending them to me. Yeah. This was a couple years ago. And it shocked the hell out of me because I thought for sure he had done all the layouts for issue 2.
Yeah.
I thought that. And I think one of the reasons is splash page.
That's a Sancho Loco.
Page 1.
Low.
It's such a Kevin Eastman style figure. Just bold and coming at you. But it was really kind of interesting to see that I'd actually done, I think it was like 17 or 18 pages of layout.
Yeah, we're flying through some dollar books today.
Well, thanks for the order, Kevin.
What are the books that that we have here is the first collection, and there are individual spot illustrations that you guys will do throughout.
He's in.
To kind of buttress the actual issues.
Blue Jack. It's funny, man. Packed up everyone's stuff, including yours. I was all excited. I was like, Blue Jack's gonna love this, man. He only ordered this like 2 hours ago. And it's gonna be Juneteenth, man. I forgot it was Juneteenth. The post office is actually closed today, so I'll have to get it out tomorrow morning. But I was all excited. I usually don't do spoilers, but I included for you your VIP gift is a sketch card. I thought you'd like that. It's a. Let me see if I have another one so I can show you because you're already packed up. But give me a second. I thought you'd like that. Do I have another one? You might have gotten my last one. Yeah, man, I thought you might like that. I had another thing picked out too, but now I can put it in this. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I can't combine it because I generated the label. Ah. Oh, well. Give me a second. I'll see if I...
As Kevin pointed out, he made a couple of trips down to...
Come on, show me another one.
We got going on issue 2. I wish I could remember exactly when that was.
Dude, I think you got the last one. Oh, no, I found one. So this is what it looks like. On the back, it says like... So this was like an exclusive for when the reprint of Volume 1, Number 8. So it was Kickstarter. It was a Kickstarter exclusive. This was like a stretch goal. So that's the back. This is Turtles 8 guest starring Cerebus. And then, boom. Not shit on that side. So one of those is in there for you. Maybe you could try your hand at doing a Cerebus Turtles thing in your style, you know? But whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But send me a picture of what it looks like if you draw on it. So Blue Jack got that one. Leatherhead. Sans Luca again.
It was kind of a no-brainer. Why not do another one? At least another one. See if
what?
And so we somehow came up with that story.
Sweet, dude. I'm glad you like that. I don't think I have this listed.
How that happened, but
why?
We did, and it seemed to work.
Yeah, I think that just to add to that, this to me, one of the great things about issue 2, and I think that the story concept.
I guess I don't have to list that. That's weird.
Peter and I sit in the
oh well,
same room and
for another day.
Throwing out ideas and slowly.
Let's see if this is listed. I wonder if maybe I've got like a whole section of books that aren't listed. I wonder.
Makes a story work, but one of the things
this one's listed. Okay.
So monumental about issue 2 was not only did what we had learned about distribution into the direct distribution market with issue 1, especially with the second print of issue 1. I think we did it right away in the summer of '84. Another 6,000 copies. There was a solicitation process. So you put out the solicitation, and X amount of months later, that they would give you an order, and then you place that order.
Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, there's if you in our Discord we have like a VIP program. Basically, you get a bunch of bonus stuff.
The call from Peter when the
like
orders come in from.
You can do $5 a month, or like if you do more months, like there's like a 45% discount for doing a year or something like that. I forget what it is. But yeah, you get like a bunch of like perks in Discord, and bonus stuff always included with your orders. And then I do another little something. I won't say too much about it because I like to keep it a surprise, but basically it pays for itself pretty quickly.
We could do say 6 of these a year, 5 or 6 of these a year. We could probably make enough money to live on and literally start drawing comics full time. And it was
I tried to set it up so that it's a cool surprise where you're like, oh, this like paid for itself immediately kind of thing, and then I have however many months or whatever of free stuff coming. Like that's I thought that would be a fun thing. It's because you are special though. You're both very special to me.
And the dream of drawing comics full time was that
Yeah, plus we can talk in a place that no one else can see, so we can be like,
1 issue, 2 issues,
like that guy.
issue.
Just kidding, we don't do that.
We were pretty psyched to do it, and
I have to say that I concur with Kevin on that dream come true thing. It was literally a dream come true. You know, we
less heckling.
about doing comics for so long.
Speaking of heckling,
We just kind of
check this out, Kodiak. Look at him. He's on the thing now. How do you get there?
we kind of had this.
How do you get up there? What's that? What's this little guy? Oh, you don't have one of those, do you? Oh, and you say you're like a metalhead fan, right? Ugh. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for you. It's the clear eyes. Yeah. Kodiak bought a red eye off of me.
There's a really funny pacing piece right here that I love. The first time I read this comic was
And now
the first comic.
I'm torturing him with the clear eye one
Pacing was always funny.
because I thought that would be fun. Actually, not because I thought it would be fun, because he sent me an AI image of a comic I sent him ripped in half and said it was in the bag and board like that. And I was like, what the fuck? I was freaking out for a minute. And then he was like, I did that with AI. I'm just fucking with you. I was like, oh, that's a funny joke. I'm going to get you back someday. Somehow.
What a fantastic story. And it's just like cutting out all the exposition. And then you see
You're ordering one on eBay.
Format.
Oh.
Just a little bit, rather than just do the little
Good luck.
Editorial box.
Yeah, he did.
It's so funny.
Yeah, he did. I thought it was pretty funny. You got me good too, because I was like, I even said, I was like, dude, there's absolute, like, I don't understand how that could happen. Like, I'm thinking to myself, someone in the post office opened his package, took his book out of a bag and board, and ripped it in half, and then fucking put it back in the bag and board. Like, what? And you know what's funny? It was a RAF second print too. He got me good though. I was like panicking for a second.
Did you letter Kevin, especially with you guys broken up and having to shuffle pages back and forth? Like, that seems like that could be a lot of downtime. So, very curious, how many issues did you letter the original run?
It looked real.
I think it was.
Oh, is he gonna get the 14 for $1? Yeah. What a deal.
I think it was.
What was I gonna say?
Discussions.
Yeah, it looked great. It was very convincing.
Yeah, that's mine.
And of course, you can definitely get one on eBay.
I couldn't spell.
But I did buy this for you. I'm just not sure if you're ever gonna get it. I did buy a few, then maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Maybe it'll end up in a package in a future order. Maybe it'll stay there. I don't know. Thanks again, Blue Jack. You rock, man. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. This one's cool too. 17. We're getting low to the lower issues.
Yeah, that it was probably 1, 2, 3. Probably Raphael and then 4. But I have to look because I think that was.
I even said on socials like, join us for what is sure to be another hilarious show.
Kind of our first official employee came and oh my god, I'm looking up at issue 6 in this.
Get it, dude, get it.
I didn't think I lettered that far. But I know we had Steve go back and re-letter a lot of that stuff as we were doing different collections. Probably the first one. It's funny, I never noticed. I thought it was interesting you guys pointed out that little missing panel. I never noticed that in the first comics collection. I think
look at that 18.
When we did that first,
we're still sub 20. I really do.
I hand colored the blue line.
Like I did a little video on Instagram that was like a community recap video of the week, and it's just like if you know you know sort of thing. People are like, why are there like all these weird pictures of different like I don't understand what this is. I'm like, but if you've been around, like you know exactly like the pizza, the 2 pictures of the metalheads, like the pizza JC sent me, like a bunch of like different like thumbnail memes and stuff. It was fun. What? Oh, 18.
And she was, because it was, one of them was married to Barry Smith for a while. I think that was Christy Steele. She did a lot of Cohen. But Janice Cohen did a better job in issue 3. But after that, Pete and I decided that for the color collections, because Steve had a nice color sense. And then from that point on, we had Steve do all the coloring for the color collections.
We studied this on a molecular level, man.
Cleaning up.
As artists, I'm glad you brought it together for this issue because while reading this, I saw that like.
Oh man, we're already through. We already been through. We're gonna have to go to Turtles Universe and Urban Legends and stuff next. I've got some other surprises up my sleeve, maybe. That's great, dude. I love helping people complete stuff, especially when they're cool. they're not cool. It's just okay. But when they're cool, I'm like, yeah, let's complete that collection.
Choke a motherfucker.
Well, it was, it's funny.
Is he gonna run a number 5B cover for $1?
It was fascinating to
Oh, sure is.
Pete and I, because we'd always imagined it in black. We never. Well, it was a cost thing really, but the coloring was also making a bit of a transition at that time, where most traditional comics, and I know Pete probably felt the same. Like you'd look at these amazing Barry Smith Conan comics where they had like a 1,000 Moorish Persians attacking.
Nice, dude.
Conan standing
Below cover price.
So it was a
Right, as you can see, what else we got?
Kind of,
And we can run back through what we've got left for that IDW later, but I'm going to run some, just a few other things real quick. Got a few little volume 6 things like Alpha.
First comics, they developed more of a system of, it was called blue line coloring, which you actually had kind of a clear acetate overlay of the black and white art, and it was exposed on a piece of
what do you want to pay?
Emulsion on it that would leave kind of a blue line outline, and so the color.
Let me grab them real quick.
We had to block in the color, then sort of lay in the black, the acetate overlay to see if it works, and then keep going back and forth. So I think it was transitional too, because the Danoist one looks more traditional, like it was just color callouts.
Yeah. What do you want to pay for it?
Very little shadowing, very little shading, very little.
Yes, very very flat. If he used a hand, it was he was still kind of wet on wet, like color wash. But that does beg the question: what were some?
Or what do you want to tip for it?
On your stuff, I see a lot of airbrush for the backgrounds, for the fine gradients and things.
Okie doke.
I'm also curious about the dabbing.
That's in your thingy.
Like I see
That's with your other books now.
but,
Thanks very much, dude. I appreciate you.
The,
Of course.
The interiors are 99% Dr. Martin's colored inks, and the color is on.
Of course, thank you, dude.
The paintings were acrylics. It's like I tried many times to.
So this is Alpha, kind of the prequel to Volume 6. Then we got a few other little Volume 6 things, and we'll move on to a few other Turtle series. If anyone wants me to go back through Volume 5, I can do that. But I figured let's move it along.
It was easy to use, more easy to use than airbrush.
Did you guys, Peter? Did you have input on coloring? Was that something that you guys passed back and forth and thought about?
Not really. I had pretty much total confidence in Kevin and what he was going to do. Because I'd seen a number of color pieces that he'd done in the past. And he was so good at it that it would always struck me that I shouldn't get involved too much because I'd probably just screw it up.
This is the one April drawing that looks closest to the whole animated series than maybe any other April O'Neil in the Eastman and Laird's TMNT.
So work through a little bit of Volume 6 and side story books.
Pretty sure, yeah. No,
And
I have to say, just
we got some Turtle Universe, Urban Legends, like Jenica Side series. I'm thinking we'll run
probably the longest
a little
story
bit of
that Peter and I
Mutination.
ever did individually before we started working together. I think the longest story I ever did was 8 pages on my own. Peter with a concept called Worm, Barbarian Story. Might have gone a little bit longer, but we really hadn't done large stories, that kind of stuff with consistent characters per se. So when we worked on Turtles 1, it was 40 pages that we got to share the chores on. And to be honest, we were figuring out how to draw things. I certainly was. And so I think we both had, I'm still incredibly frustrated drawing.
Blue Jack, do you know what duo-shade is, or duotone paper?
To make it work and to get a character to act and emote anyway. So I think for some of these panels you do, I look at some of them and go, well, that one actually is pretty good. And then you look at another one and go, ooh, what happened there? But it was, we were really, and even, I like to point out that we were.
Yeah, well, you can't really anymore.
I know, when I look at
They don't make the chemical
certainly all these early issues. You remember,
they don't make the chemical board anymore. But when I was at Free Comic Book Day in New Hampshire last month, I talked to Eric Talbot about it because he had sketch cards in his binder that he did with Duo Shade, and like no one works with it anymore. Like I said, because you can't get the chemical, and you can sort of emulate it digitally. But he had the sketch cards, and like, dude, everyone slept on it, and it was one of those things where I ran that show to like the very end, and everyone was packing up and leaving. I was like, I won't get him. But like, I asked him, I was like, how are you doing that? And he's like, oh, I still have the chemical, and like, because Mirage bought like metric fuck tons of it, and then when they closed, I assumed they just kind of, you know, if anyone wanted it, they could take it, kind of thing. Kodiak. I'm in trouble. He's not even listed, man. Don't worry. And if you do want me to run it, I'll run it anytime. I'm just fucking around. He does have his radar. He's got his backpack, but his little copter thing only had like it has the other one, so you could probably super glue it back on. But I'll just show you.
Well, we have a lot of good features.
But the copter, which I assume it's a copter anyway. See, one of the other side broke off, but I do have.
It was a very big decision at the time.
The thing that broke off, so you could always super glue it back on or whatever if you wanted. But everything else is good.
We've done lots of wonderful.
He's not sticky or dirty.
Different fanzines and newspapers and things, and had experience with the duo shade technology. And when we, with the paper.
Zipatone. I'm not sure I'm familiar with. Actually, I have to look up what that is.
The local art store, maybe we had to order it through Ohio Graphic Arts.
We actually got the.
Oh, did you? Okay. Is that what they're? Okay, so they're nunchucks.
I think we were.
Okay.
It was a discussion because of the cost of the paper.
Interesting.
We buy it in these larger.
Thanks again, Blue Jack. Thanks for hanging out and buying stuff, man. Appreciate you supporting the show.
Oddly enough, I still have about 200 sheets of duo shade and toner here.
But yeah, man, you go look on eBay and then come back and let me know if $40 was a good price for that.
Well, the worst part is I worked with another artist on a thing. This fantastic artist.
Because that's what I paid for it.
He can replicate.
I was like,
computer, so it's like,
how much on that? Because the dude was like talking it up, and you know how they do. He's talking about how it's the Clear Eyes variant, and like those pictures I sent were him like showing it everybody multiple times that it was the Clear Eyes. I was like, all right, man, just run it.
I was cooking,
and then he ran it, and it was like, I was like, well, $40, okay.
He was working, doing side illustrations and things that. So the original paper we could fit three pages, roughly 7 by 9 or 8 by 10. So we get 3 pages out of each individual sheet. And that's why all those early pages are done.
I don't know.
Smaller.
Maybe.
But what a great, because it was fantastic.
Nice female.
Because
it could be a good deal, or it could be one of those douchebag sellers who talks up a worthless thing.
It was black and white and 2 shades of gray, so we could really get some.
Because I know people won't leave the app to check for some reason.
Up until then, we'd seen.
Who knows? I just kid. It is a really good price for that, because it's. I mean, it is complete, but it's got the broken part, so I would call it like near complete. They do go for more than that, pretty regularly.
We had a good idea that in case we messed up the duo shade, we photocopied.
So, but yeah, it was a pretty good price, and
just in case
like I said, I've said it a couple times, but I'm just fucking with Kodiak. Like I'm gonna sell that to him for like $40. I got it for Kodiak. But he fucked with me with that AI image, so I'm getting. But I think I'm bored with it. I think I got my mileage out of this joke. After a while, you're just being mean. So, VIP prices. Yeah, no, man. Yeah, I think. Let me double check too. Hold on one sec.
Oh yeah, for sure. Rounding out this final issue. They're still in the sewer. It does have a complete ending. Are there any final thoughts where issue 2 is concerned? What was the print run on that?
Yep, $40, and then I paid $5 for shipping, and then $3 for taxes. So it cost me $48.
That's what I recall. So that's actually a good question, Pete. Because it is the second story is I
Did I run that Bebop and Rocksteady? No, I did not. Okay. So yeah, Kodiak. It'll be whatever I paid for it. So like $48, $50. Whenever you want it. Like I don't have it like listed right now, but I can always make a temporary listing if you want it today. They run that, and like you know what I'm saying. But there's no, like I said.
We're happy that.
Oh, that's? Oh, now he wants to play. What do you want to pay? Interesting. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Oh no, you're not. I know you're being serious. Nah, yeah. Love it.
So let's take a look at issue number 3. Yes, please.
But yeah, that was one of those things that it was like the. Wasn't there something else I did that on? Thanks again, Blue Jack. Appreciate you, dude. Wasn't there something else? I was like, I think Kodiak needs this, and I bought it, and I forget what it was. Maybe
is
not.
It from 85, 86?
Yeah. As is this is the first.
Oh, well, I was just about to run the Turtles in time. We gotta wait for Blue Jack to get back.
Oh, that's amazing. I see they kept that tail. That problematic tail. I was a kid at that time, and I know what I would have done with that tail, especially if it was had some articulation. Welcome to Cartoonist Kayfabe. My name is Ed.
We got this listed for $20. Wow.
Laird joining us today, and we're going to take a look through Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. Jimmy, this is a dream video for me, man. I'm very excited. We rarely ever do this. We've never done it, man. But I want to dedicate.
Yeah, Kodiak. No rush. Whenever you're ready. Just gonna pack it back up in the box. Ship her out to you.
And Eli Schwab, who runs some of our fan community, the giant Turtles marks. They supported our channel in a big way. Alika sent us.
It's win-win for me. If you buy it, that's great. I got to get you the Clear Eyes variant. If you don't, I get to torture you with it. So it's all good over on this side, man. No rush.
Peter, thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
My pleasure.
Have you ever done something like this? Gone through Turtles 1 with anybody in this kind of molecular level detail?
All right, man.
I have never done that, and I'm quite interested in doing it.
Gotta thank you so much for this deluxe edition. When you and I were talking, I was telling you how I like this artisan edition where we get to see the sepia tone of the duotone, how it's divorced from the black line, and it's a technique that I've used for my own comics. And then you showed me this. You sent us these deluxe editions that you guys published in 1992 or so. That basically
no problem.
You know, like printed in color so that you capture that sepia. What I like is the separation of that black line from the duotone board. I think it's really a sexy approach, and it's so cool that you guys had the foresight to publish such a thing.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it never really occurred to me when we first did it, but as the pages started to age.
Yeah, I can either make a listing for him, or like I could just add the cost to like a book that you're getting, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. However you want to handle it, just let me know.
Showing how that looks, how the actual originals look.
And then I've already got another little something picked out.
Like it's probably state of the
to
art
go along with them.
You guys put this thing out, and now
I think you'll find fun.
The fidelity of scanners and things, like the approach that we got with these artisan editions, you could get even deeper and see the undeveloped lines with the duotone, which is really cool. You about to say something?
I was going to say
it's easy either way, man.
It's almost like an artist edition. I don't know, 15 years or so before they do artist edition.
And dude, the other thing too that I should mention that I haven't mentioned, I'm kind of being a dick making assumptions. If you don't want it, that's super cool too. Like I will keep it. It's a cool. I like it, and I don't mind owning it. So I did get it for you, but if you don't want it, which I would understand, if you for whatever reason, I'll just keep it. No love lost.
Cool book. I had the thumbnails.
I figure I should at least say that because now I was thinking about. I was like, oh, yeah. I kind of just assumed and have been messing with him with it, assuming he wants it.
The delineation of the what do you call it, man?
Oh, not that one.
Labor.
Cut ray.
Eastman did the bulk of the original layouts.
Right. Yeah.
These pieces.
That's never my game, man. So, like I said,
put the
If
final
it
words
ain't
together. You guys
for
can
you,
just eyeball
it's
that.
for me.
Yeah.
And then one of the questions that Jimmy and I had. Well, Jimmy, you lay out the question, man.
Yeah, so we have seen different, a lot of reprints of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and one of the ones that's pretty popular were the first color edition.
Because yeah, it's one of those
That
things.
came out in the 80s. We saw
I was like,
them
oh,
in
Cody's
bookstores.
gonna love this.
And what I noticed
And I
looking
thought,
at
like,
those is
maybe
that
he already.
the
And then I was like,
ink
maybe he already
lines
has it.
in the first
I was like,
edition,
or maybe he just
than
don't
in
own
the
it.
black and white
I think
Teenage
it's cool.
Mutant
He
Ninja
does.
Turtles comic, as if there were two sets of inked
Genetic
line
2,
arts.
number 1.
We would take a look at like it would be stuff like the buildings. Like there's the one thing with the turtle. Like
Oh no, man! Like I said,
somewhere on this,
the ball is totally in your court because I did buy it for you. Like you know what I mean?
look at the bricks.
It was one of those things like
Some touch-ups.
I didn't think I would see. Like I was
So
bidding,
how did that work?
you know, I'm just like, if I can get it somewhat cheap
Comics?
for him, like
there's
you know,
no
that's
video
good. If you get it for like less than you would normally
Right.
pay
That
for
was
it and
actually,
somewhere else,
something that
and then
we did.
like I was honestly shocked. Like it went to like I bid it to up to $40, and I was like, all right, like I'll probably another couple bids, and then I'll have to jump out of this. And like 10 seconds, I'm like, oh, no one's bidding. 10, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was like, oh, okay.
We finish the inks, and then we take the pages.
Oh well,
and drive over
like I said, I bought it for you, so I'm happy to let it go.
copy shop that had an excellent,
It'd be kind of
really high
kind of
quality,
silly for me to buy it for you and then do a
uh,
take backsies.
and we just make copies, full size copies of the originals, so that we could have an archive of that finished inked art without any dual shade.
Because I know I'm fucking around, but you are the resident metalhead guy, fan.
And I
So,
can't remember why exactly.
like I said, I just made the
we
assumption.
did that.
I kind of want you to have it.
Like
You gotta have that one. Like, you gotta have that metalhead.
If we went directly
Okay,
to
dude.
the dual shade without making copies of the
Let me just run this Jenica no one's gonna buy real quick.
inked art, we might ruin them or make big mistakes or spill the bottle of dual shade on the board, and it would ruin the possibility of having imagery of.
I'll make a listing for him real quick.
For our records, and it worked out quite well actually, because once First Comics
It'll be a temporary listing, but
deal with us to do the graphic
it'll have a
novel
description
color
of him
reprints.
for him.
We had all those copies of the original art to give them, or to actually use ourselves to create the blue line.
Check that shit out.
And do the color that way.
That's my introduction to Eastman and Laird's Ninja Turtles. The color first comics collections, 4 of those, and
All right.
they were
Let me get this
in
bad girl in here.
bookstores. Like I got that at the mall at Walden
Yes.
Books. They penetrated the bookstore market. Peter, do you have any sense of what went wrong with First? Because something like that, they penetrated a giant market that the world could have been their oyster, but pretty soon after they just kind of disappeared.
I really don't know what happened with them. It was a good deal for us, I think a good deal for them. And, they never did anything beyond those volumes that you have. And I don't know why exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. They got all the Eastman Laird stuff. I feel like from that little early run.
And I just want to do it because this is what you're supposed to do.
Check this page from the Xeroxes out where it's in the final board. It's all duotone. So the guys left just a little indicator.
You can see
this ninja will be
his eyes.
superimposed upon the image. That's a really
like if you shine on yours, it won't be yellow like that. It should be red.
Into the body of this comic. You know, Peter. Here's another question, man. All this artwork here, like even early on, I think we get the cover somewhere. Yeah, but here's the cover right here. I remember years ago, Eastman on the Heavy Metal website, he had a Photoshop image of himself with his pinky.
Alrighty, here he goes.
Like this. It was like $1 million. He was trying to hustle the Turtles art for a mill. Like, you get $500,000 of that if that deal would have went down. Is that how that kind of thing would work?
No, we never actually.
Gotcha.
That, but because we each, I think with
Nice, man.
1 and 2.
Thanks for all your support
One whole book.
and help, like moderating,
And I would.
catching the bad
The
guys.
sure thing would be if he sold his #1 originals, he would keep all the money. And if I sold my #2 originals, the same would be the case. I don't think he managed to sell.
Oh, so this is Cartoonist Kayfabe.
He actually offered to speak for, I think,
They have a series of different interviews with Kevin and Peter that are really good. Like they kind of got. It seems like they kind of got a hold of Peter before he kind of went into hiding, or shortly about that. Not that he's in hiding, but you know, before he kind of like went into like full retirement mode.
Yeah, when you
No, they got it for interviews.
Has become in the last
So,
decade or so.
pretty cool.
Wow, that would be quite a prize.
And there's quite a few of these interviews too.
I'll give him $200,000 for
Like they did one with like just Kevin. They've done one with like this one. I think is just Peter. They've done ones with Peter and Kevin. Yeah, check them out, man. Unfortunately, they don't do stuff anymore. It's kind of a sad story behind this channel, unfortunately. But great content though. They made great content while they were doing it. Sadly, not anymore. And I won't go into any further than that. But great videos, especially if you like getting like deep dives into comics and comic art. Like these guys are artists, the guys who host the show, so they really get into the nitty gritty, which is cool.
Buying at least one sheet of Dosage board that I used for a few different illustrations that I did for the local paper.
What was the price of that stuff, if you can remember back then? Because even in the 2000s, like it was $8 a pop.
Yeah, that's what I remember. It being $8 or $8.50 a sheet.
Damn. So even in the early 80s, like what is that? Like $25 or something? $20 a sheet.
It was not cheap back then.
Was that a tough decision to decide to make the Turtles comics on a very expensive piece of paper like that?
It was not a tough decision in the sense that we didn't know what we were going to get out of it. It was pretty clear what we could accomplish, the kinds of effects we wanted to do. It was tough ponying up the money for it. That was significant for us. We did manage to get 3 pages out of each sheet. I think each sheet was like 17 by 22, something like that. But we ended up. The originals aren't much bigger than
the content they made was awesome, man. Highly recommend checking out their interviews with the Turtle guys.
This book.
Dave Cho joins them on some of them. That guy's just ridiculous, man.
Of the paper that the original boards are on. When you take a look at these spreads, can you see your hand and like the pieces you inked? Can you see Kevin's hand?
Oh man, that is so tough, especially for the first issue.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like he doesn't even know who worked on what because they were just passing stuff back and forth all the time. Like he's like, I don't know if I inked this or not. You can pick up little tips from them though, how they recognize each other's work. It's kind of cool.
Stockman is showing April all his Mausers that he's created.
Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure I inked most of that array of Mausers. But if I look right now, get close to this.
Get out of here, Jeezy. What up, dude?
Because we wanted it to be that way.
Sure.
That our styles and our penciling.
You got some sneaky sneaks in here today.
Matched as well as possible.
What are you looking at? For the people at home, they're curious, man. They're like, man, is that dude looking at a first printing?
This was actually a second printing.
Still, he's got to just look at a second printing.
I keep most of the original comics, at least one in the house.
Thanks, Jeezy. Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, it's really tough to see this and look at. I'm really having a hard time. But actually, here, this I think, if you can see this, I don't know if I'm holding it up properly. This tall panel right here with the turtles.
Yes.
I think I inked that panel.
Okay.
But we did luck out in the.
Oh, jeez, man. Be safe. Be safe over there.
We blend them pretty well, I think.
You're so funny.
Here's another one.
Can you call out the page number?
I think this series just got canceled, or it'll be ending soon.
Page 24. There's this
city building.
Is this one right here.
Nice, brother.
Yeah, I'm pointing at this one.
Thanks again.
Right here.
Yes. Yes.
That it looks like I inked the turtles and Kevin inked the building.
Okay, that's perfect because I see differences, and it looks like I feel like I could see where Kevin does the lettering, correct?
Deal Central
Correct.
today.
So you can see that there's like a bleed at the edge of these letters, clearly like a fine liner or something like that, and you could see pen lines.
It's the Get It Out of My House
on
show.
certain spots,
We're looking
but
for
then you can see
TMNT.
like a brush. And
Of course, guys, give us a follow if you haven't already. Check the show notes. Running dollar books today. And we'll probably pivot and run some other stuff too, but
look like they're inked
got some big discounts we're running today.
Right
hanging
here.
out.
On page 4.
Page 4.
So looking for TMNT is moving and doesn't want to carry all this shit show. Yay!
Leonardo.
My laziness
Like
is
that
your gain.
line. The size
Which
of those
is-
old
which is
turtle
great. It's the way it
books
should
is
be.
Interesting. How did you guys arrive at that?
Sorry, what was that question?
The dimensions of the first run of Turtles, how it was not quite comic book size, and not quite magazine size.
Yeah, that was kind of a dopey mistake on our
Awesome,
part.
GZ.
Thanks
again for supporting the show, man. Really appreciate it.
Print,
You guys might find some
book,
some fun
comic
stuff in your
book,
packages
newsprint.
if you're good,
It
if you
had
behave.
a slick cover. And we found a local.
Don't ask me what that looks like or
It
means.
was exactly what we were looking for, except that it didn't have the slip cover. It was all just newsprint. So we found out where that was printed locally.
Ah, it's not just IDW. Check that out.
Explained what we wanted, and they said,
We get
"Oh, yeah,
silly
sure,
with
we
it."
can do that. And they did. They did a nice job printing. And it wasn't until we started.
Nice,
selling,
brother.
people started complaining, "Hey, these don't fit in regular comic book bags." That it dawned on us that we had done it not the size of a regular comic book, which is a stupid mistake on our part.
It's funny, it makes it more of a collector's item because it's probably harder to keep them in mint condition and to keep them with comics as a back issue.
What's real funny is you just got to have a super successful comic.
All right, let's
and
run
then
through a
it
little bit of
never
Urban
gets
Legends,
the,
reprinting of Volume
long boxes,
3
right? Like you never
with an
see
actual
one in the
ending.
wild, but some future issues that I pulled for us.
I'm gonna
to
eat a
look
banana.
at Was
So bear with me.
technically we didn't do this episode yet, but issue 8 with Cerebus, and in the back, you guys are promoting that. What's it called? Ryan 99 or Ryan?
Oh yeah.
Like whatever that.
Yeah, 2099.
That's what I thought, but it feels wrong. And that Ryan comic is about a half inch bigger than comics, and you see it in old quarter bins all the time, and it's a sore thumb because you can see that comic sticking out.
No near mint copies of that
All
exist.
bent.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah, that Ryan 2990 or whatever it was called was done by our friend Ryan Brown, who did a lot of inking for us on the early books.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like Alika, who this episode is dedicated to, he's got a run. You know, he's got a run of TMNT. We were looking through that thing, and I think it's like this. It might even be that second printing of issue 1. There's like a Michael Dooney letter somewhere. Like a lot of the Mirage guys, they have pen letters in there. Also, there's Joe Zabel, the Harvey Picar collaborator, is in the super early letters columns. It's real cool.
Peter, do you remember if you worked like out of order on these pages? And the reason I ask is the turtles look really good from page 1, and it seems like it'd be hard to figure out how to draw them and to draw them consistently. So,
plus it's 2 guys, so it's like, you know, do you start off half the pages? Does Kevin Eastman do the other half when you start laying them out, and then just switch back and forth?
Well, it was kind of organic the way we did it. We used to call the less interesting pages the boner pages. And in terms of when we would transfer the art to the Duo-Shade board, freehanding it from the layouts that Kevin did, we'd always draw the fun stuff first, and then the less interesting, boring stuff second. So if I took say page 283 and did my 50% of penciling on it, I would probably start with the really cool stuff, you know, the turtles gesturing or whatever, and then do as much as you know, that would make it be 50% of my work. Then I'd hand it to Kevin, and he'd do the rest of it, and vice versa. I can't remember exactly, you know, what order we divided them in, but it was generally the case that we would do the fun stuff first and leave the boring stuff left for last. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. I also
Sorry, guys,
wonder,
applying to
like, this
text.
page that we're looking at here, it's so great, sort of like the black and white, and then you have white here in the middle and another dark panel beside it. Are you guys working those kind of compositions out together? Like, are you, you know, talking about, hey, this is a good looking page, or let's have some white space here to break it up?
You know, that would have been nice if we had done it that way. But I'm pretty sure we just trusted each other to not, you know, wreck the composition by doing something crazy. And in that case, the one you're pointing at right now, you know, that's basically just trying to balance the page with the two sort of strips of gray, dark gray, and then the white in the middle.
So you can try to get 50% of each man's contribution on the page.
Actually, of all the covers from this series, I like this one the most.
Pungent, duotone chemicals. Is it one guy who's doing all the tones per page?
No.
So it's still 50% at that level, maybe.
Yeah, it's nifty. I like it. I think it's pretty cool where it's like, I don't want to give spoilers. Like, this book's from the 90s. So like,
yes, I'm lingering on that.
You snooze, you lose.
For sure.
But like that Raph kind of takes on that
looks to me like
leader of the
that
Foot Clan
might
position.
be Just Kevin talking that completely. And I think I may have mentioned to you at that time we talked a few days ago that page there, that full page, was the source of, I think, probably our only argument or disagreement when we made that book. Because Kevin wanted to have it in there, and I didn't. And we went back and forth. And finally I said, oh, okay. And now I love it. Now I think it's a great page to have there.
I think they even mimicked that in the first movie. I think that's a beat whenever they beat up the guys in the beginning and you see the hand, and I feel like there's a pullback or something, probably around that era where you and Kevin are trash men in the background. Like that, I think that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you know, I've always felt from the beginning that Kevin had an excellent sense of.
You know, Kodiak, I keep forgetting to ask you.
I think that's
Is she wearing those eyelashes yet?
After all the action in the first few pages of the book, it's great to have a beat where you just kind of calm down before you go to the next page.
This is another page I was looking at a bunch.
You got to take her out on a date, Kodiak, and be like, but the contingency is, I got to see which turtle you pick for the eyelashes.
With like pen on the interior of the turtles here, and then there's this very noticeable like bull.
Why not both? Don't limit yourself, man.
Are not the same tool that was used right there. It's just we look at comics molecularly these days.
Yeah. And I wish, you know, they the fun thing to do would have been to bring it to like the re-releases of the movie, you know.
Forever.
I wonder if they're gonna do 3. They did 1, they did 2. I think I doubt they're gonna do 3 because no one's gonna come to see it.
Yeah.
And right above.
Oh, nice, Jeezy.
Panel down from the top. It looks like I probably.
Thanks, dude.
There are these pieces throughout.
Athena, welcome.
The book, as we keep going, where there are these like open panels, things like this, and it makes me wonder.
Hope you're doing
if
well.
Frank Miller Wolverine miniseries came out before this. Was that 81?
I think it was a little bit later, but it
Before
may have come
Turtles?
out before this.
Because every page he would make an effort to allow like a good chunk of white space.
Welcome to our fun Dollar Start show. We're Dollar Starting some IDW stuff today. Working through Urban Legends right now, and then we'll be doing Turtles Universe. We did go through Volume 5 already, but we'll run back through before the end of the show.
Design work in terms of creating panel flow. And that's something that he carried over into his layouts for this first issue, and I think it worked quite well in various places. I mean, like that third panel down from the left on the left hand page, where the turtles are coming into the lair and meeting Splinter. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a little breather.
Beautiful. That's Urban Legends there. We'll start working through Universe.
Fantastic job on
And then, I don't know what I'm going to do.
And even just cutting
Find
off
something
some
fun to
negative
do.
space here, it abuses what Steve Bissett would call the grid, or the square, the rectangle. Like, it plays around with that. The lighting techniques. See, I feel like if you guys were moving in order, by page 11,
This is actually a really cool raft
you guys
cover.
are comfy with that duotone. Doing lighting
It's like a subscription
techniques,
cover when IDW was doing the subscription
and then
variants.
doing the superimposed ninja behind the ninja figure, like that signifies a little bit more confidence than maybe you had at the start of the game.
Yeah, I think you're
Oh, it's getting hot in here. I'm going to turn the fan on.
Iconic. This stuff is in
It's like that today.
Oh. Pinch yourself, right? You guys are hanging out, making this comic, and 6 years later, like you have actors playing this out with a Jim Henson Muppet.
Right.
Yeah, actually, that middle panel there, bottom tier panel, where the rat is in this cage practicing. I remember.
Good win, my dude.
When we started working on the first live action movie, and the Henson shop, the creature shop, would send us videos showing what they've done, how far they advanced. I remember specifically they had this rat puppet they were showing and kicking and punching. It was just so cool. Not something we'd ever thought we'd see.
The Renaissance names was that Kevin who came up with those?
In all honesty, I can't remember. I wish I could, because it is one of the things about the book, about the whole property that just kind of works, and I don't know why.
The reason I ask about
Karai's Path. That's the name of that arc, I guess.
My
Interesting.
sister's husband.
I've actually never read Universe.
Same high school.
Probably should.
We went to his high school much later.
I think it collects like a lot of the side character stories.
Kevin Eastman painting of the Renaissance masters, like above the locker. So there's the Vitruvian Man and Mona Lisa and Renaissance imagery is painted up there, which in the history of your works, like that's noteworthy.
Yeah,
there are.
I think I saw that image.
What's up, Orion? Hope you're doing well, dude. Just running through some dollar start turtle books.
Heavy metal. It was a kind of like this kind of book that Kevin put together, autobiography. It was called, yeah.
Not much. I call it my putting being in business to put other people in business show.
Like I said, I wish I could remember which of us came up with the idea, but it was one of the several ludicrous ideas that we came up with that really seemed to work. And, like I said, I don't quite know.
I forget, man. Did you have a preference in order? I'm trying to nail that down this weekend. The order preference for everybody. I know some people have said that, but I forget now.
I think I did something better, but I do remember that I did use it in an airbrush several times. In fact, I think
I gotta kind of figure out everyone's order preference and then try to set up the order. We'll run in.
There's a couple of pages with the drawing of the portal that Kirby drew, which stuck around unlike the other things. And in the portal, there's these kind of wavy shapes and stuff. And I remember doing that with the airbrush.
The deluxe editions you sent us of issue 1. There's an intro in there by Kevin Eastman. Or what? It might even be in the beginning of this book. You look at so much stuff, and is there an Eastman in there? Okay, no. It's in the beginning of this. Kevin says that the origin of the shredder came while you guys were doing dishes, and he said, "Ask me that story later." So, can you elaborate on that?
Cheese grater. Cheese grater.
When Kevin lived with my wife and I in the house we rented
It's a great story.
Very often she would make supper, and Kevin and I would take over the task of washing and drying the dishes. And there was one night, and I should also point out that
Yeah, everyone's gonna want that, dude.
both Kevin and I had read that.
But most of the bigger sellers want to be at the end of the raid.
Great man. I mean, state man.
So we'll see what we can do.
And we were washing and drying the dishes, and while he was drying the cheese grater, Kevin took it upon himself.
But yeah, that's kind of a given, but not going to be possible to do for everybody, right? Unless everyone wants to go first. Unless like Pyle and East Coast want to go first, which I don't think they did, but I can ask them again.
It appealed to me. It seemed like
That's kind of where I'm at. I don't really care. I was just doing it as a fun thing for all of us and hopefully get us all some exposure. But once I get the order down, I'm going to start actually like advertising it. Like I'm going to make a page on my website and do like social marketing, like ads and boosted posts. So hopefully it'll be one of those things where we shouldn't have to be reliant on people with more followers to get followers, if that makes sense, or sales. I'm only really concerned with getting as many followers as I can off of it. I don't really give a shit about sales, but I know everyone's different.
Parody would be mentioned, satire would be mentioned, but when you read it, it's very.
But I'll probably end up going first just because I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah, of course you got the foot, you got Splinter, yada yada. We get that, but it's not parody.
Unless someone like really wants to go first, kind of thing.
You know, but like this clearly is, this young Matt Murdock.
Yeah, the whole parody thing. It was, I think, it was, like you said, kind of hard for some of the critics to figure out what exactly the Turtles comic was, because it's not much of a parody. I mean, there are certain small elements that you can say, yeah, that's a parody, but and especially as you go along from the next issue.
What? That's not IDW.
It's really a straightforward story told with little humor. And the whole parody thing is this number.
It's amazing to look back at this, and it feels like it's
yeah.
toys, that these are cartoons and movies and multimedia, because it feels like such a showcase for that across this spread.
Yeah. Good eye.
You the backer board, you just have a blister pack right there. Your dudes in there. Peter, what do you think about the
it's gone. Thanks again, B-Mel. Welcome back, by the way.
And then when the cartoon happens, you got that multicolor, and that's how most people recognize them. Do you think that was the way to go, or do you think stick OG, keep the red?
Well, the multicolored bandanas, that actually came about at our, I think, first visit with Playmates Toys out in California. And we met with them for several days, and they were just looking for ways to enhance certain aspects of the turtle property and tone down some other aspects. And,
he's still doing it. You're very welcome, bud. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Similar to the thing where we didn't tell the printer
Popping in and out. We dig that.
regular comic book size. It took several, maybe not several months, but at least a month.
What should we start this one at?
First issue was released.
Yeah. Ready?
We started getting fan mail and people commenting about the fact that, you can't tell the turtles apart if they're not holding the weapons. Because we never thought that. For us,
Nice.
we knew exactly which would have fun to which, even without the weapon. And I just lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Yeah, we're talking about the multicolor bandanas. And
Yeah. So there we are at Playmates headquarters, talking with them about the variety of ways that we could figure out how to differentiate the turtles visually. And I believe I put forth the notion of the different colored bandanas. They suggested the belt buckles. I actually have no problem with different colored bandanas. It's a minor thing that makes total sense either way. They all have red or they have.
I ran through Urban Legends. I started doing some Archie stuff for $1 because I like being cheeky like that. Let's see, what else did you miss? the Jenica mini series. I'm probably gonna cycle back to Saturday Morning Adventures, but Turtles Universe, Urban Legends, and then a little bit of Archie.
To my focal points and just using all of the important illustrative tropes that we have at our disposal, things like this, man. Just very clear.
But we're gonna keep going.
To read comics. Lots of stuff that you guys sort of inspired when the black and white boom happens. Those guys leave those lessons back at art
Don't
school.
worry, man. I think I'm one of them can't stop, won't stop
We know
moves.
a lot about where we've heard, Frank Miller's
So,
big influence, and I think we see that.
You can always leave and cycle back.
See other influences
Anybody.
as we're going through here.
We just chilling over here.
Artists that you were channeling or thinking about, like, do you see any of
Oh,
them?
No Love for April O'Neil miniseries. Can't blame you. Can I?
I can honestly say
What?
I've never actually studied it.
That's not IDW either.
Pull out that information. And in large part, when I go through this book, I basically see Frank Miller. So he's given the all the layout, and such a
Ooh, nice.
the work of Frank
I see you're also a man of culture.
Really, it's so obvious. And I just looking at it now, I'm drawing a blank. I really can't.
There's a bluntness to some of the thinking.
1 second
and the
here.
smartness of the figures really makes me think of Corbin in a lot of this. This is one of those little ticks, man, that I would be so surprised.
Okay, yeah, what's your last one?
Not in this, because it looks like totally looking one for one at like initial Ronin, like that era of inking. And we did an interview with Dan Clowes where he said he would like ink some of his pieces
Casey and Raph, check that out.
with an artist edition open, almost putting his artwork on top of the artist edition.
I got eyes out for you on that one, bud, for sure. To the point where I was in a show, you might have seen it in the request channel. I got confused and I thought you were looking for number 7 for volume 2, and I almost bought you one. Like, I almost bought you a number 7 from volume 2. But I asked the channel, JC came in and was like, no, he's not looking for that. It's Dreamwave. I was like, oh yeah.
There were probably comic books lying around because we were at the time we were into reading them.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep eyes out for you guys.
Weekend or every other weekend to a local flea market where a guy had set up selling comics. But I can honestly say, I can't speak for Kevin, but I can honestly say I've never had that kind of like direct one-to-one influence.
Nice, brother.
And had a comic book sitting next to my drawing table that I was drawing inspiration from. I might have done that, offhandedly, read the comic, see some cool effect that somebody created with their pencil or ink, and then try to duplicate that myself. Never just having the comic right next to me and looking at it and drawing what I was drawing.
Hang out on these 2 pages because we're looking at terrain. Obviously, this is like the rooftop, so it's not exactly the ground, but just seeing the different marks you guys make for the different sort of ground textures, real cool. Because that's
Beautiful.
And,
Ooh, I ran through this a lot faster than I thought I would, which is fine.
Yeah,
because I can always find new stuff to do. But
drawing table,
yeah.
where like you're trying to tip your brush, right? And it looks like these marks, some nightingale lines.
And I've tried Blue Jack, do you want any of the Jenica miniseries? Otherwise, I think I'll head over and do some Saturday morning adventures.
Yeah, maybe it's that arcade joint, like the one that was on all the Chuck E. Cheese's. Or
Got it.
Cool.
Cool.
Makes me think of the first Shredder action figure.
Yeah.
The kind of weird cartoon pose he was in.
Yeah, man, that dude who did that, he was on that Turtle Power documentary, and he's the guy who did all the OG designs for He-Man figures. And he's like, you squat him down, you give him a mystical pose. It's actually it's bigger than a 3 inches. You squat him down, and it makes him look.
Well, they actually squatted him down because he couldn't fit in the bubble.
It's a cool idea, but you could almost never get him to stand up straight.
100%.
It was interesting too because it's that dicey territory, man. When it comes to painting the figures, like at the factory, it's like, do you paint the whites of the eyes or do you not? And he has little polka dot eyeballs. He's got like the little like Dondi. Remember the Dondi comic strip? He's got those eyeball paintings. Do you have all those toys in your house, like one of everything?
No. I have a few. In fact, there's a big bookcase right over there in front of me, and I had this where I keep these two guys, this guy and the rhino, along with some other toys that I'm fond of, and 4 of them being the Star Trek turtles.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw those.
Absolutely, had one or two.
Yeah, because I'm a big Star Trek fan. It was kind of a.
I guess it's another ramen week this week, Kodiak. Blue Jack's robbing me, man. I have to get some ramen to get
That
through.
was a fascinating time too, because Barbie would be the girls' version that would get.
Oh, nice, dude.
And then it would be.
And by the way, that's an ongoing joke.
Freddy Krueger.
I'll be just fine.
Ninja Turtle or something.
Oh yeah, I can't do that one for $1. I forgot about that. We're gonna move along to 19.
Yeah, so like the use of tools, man, it's all here. You can take a line on your foreground Foot Clan, dude.
That last one was a retailer exclusive. It's a slash loot exclusive, whatever that is.
It made them feel.
I usually run it for 15. I can do it for 10 if you want it.
They just were never able to capture that like on a cartoon or anything. It's all that flat color. But having these dots.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm able to afford the ramen, Kodiak. We might have to even go lower. Maybe I'll just like get some some bread and water, you know? Maybe some soup. We'll see.
Yeah, there's different approaches. It's like duotone could be used as like a color, where it's like jeans or the dark duotone. It could be light. It could be texture. It's very malleable depending on how you use it.
It's so unfortunate.
Nah, we having fun. We having a good time. We having a good time for $1 at a time.
Did you guys ever when you're drawing these tails? It's right there in between.
Did you really?
Like would you guys?
I've actually been no jokes. I actually have been dabbling in the world of ramen just because when I used to eat ramen in my 20s, there's like 2 different types of ramen. There's like 50 different types of ramen now. So I just been going through and trying different. You know what I mean? And it's a whole new world to explore. But the bulldog ramen, is that Korean, if I recall? Maybe I...
saying that to our way of thinking, they were just tails.
Yeah.
We drew them as tails and they were tails. And,
Yeah.
Yep. It's only when people start pointing out, well, that kind of looks like a penis.
I forget, who are the guys that do the basic bitch ramen? I forget the ramen something, I forget. But they have a nicer type of ramen that comes in a cup. And I can't remember what they call it, but it is actually really good.
In the comic, like the last page, we saw some turtles bleeding, and we're starting.
Yeah, dude, I've never been to one, but there's a lot of ramen restaurants around here. I've been like, why would I go and pay $20 for fucking ramen? And I think I kind of get it. After having all the different types of dried out, dehydrated vegetables and shit, I bet you it would be pretty good with fresh vegetables and meats. You know what I mean?
There was quite a bit of violence in the comics of that era.
Oh, nice, Blue Jack. Thanks again, dude.
We didn't try to go over the top of it. There's no entrails going on the ground.
What do I got in here?
Nobody loses their head or stuff like that. We wanted to have what you could probably compare to a Bruce Lee movie, that kind of level of violence. And then more violent action than violence per se.
And there's not much
Move that there.
swearing or anything either. When that was an opportunity, you could have. And I think this is one of those comics that people would describe they call ground level, where it's almost superhero adjacent, all the kind of similar rules, except you do got some blood and things here.
It definitely lends itself to the ink treatment.
Yeah.
We were talking about the duo shade looking so good with the textures and the turtle skin, and when I see cuts and blood droplets, it lends itself to the material really well.
A little bit of color rub on the side there on this number 5, volume 4.
time at that stage, do several drafts, because like we're getting to the end here, and there really is just 3 tight acts. Everything pays off. You introduce Oroku Saki early, in enough time to like get that mask knocked off, so that we get to see beyond a shadow of a doubt who Shredder is. It's really tightly written.
He's in.
So the question is, would you was there a lot of attention paid to the scripting part before you started putting pencil to paper?
Well, it depends on how you
Oh, we got to battle, everybody.
Say several passes of
Who's he gonna be?
Would that happen?
I honestly can't
Oh, and
exactly.
oh.
What I can remember of that process was that, and this actually held true of most.
Is
of
the
books
is set aside?
Was that we would first just talk the story out.
Is what set aside?
What
Dias?
was going to happen in the issue, and then
No.
Kevin would go and do his layouts, and then we would get back together and look at them and determine.
Oh, you're asking if I set this aside for something? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I don't think I have anything reserved for anybody today that we're running.
Or actually, Kevin would, as he was doing that, kind of write the dialogue notes, story notes on the side.
Yeah, usually if someone has something set aside, I delist it, and then I'll relist it when they're ready to buy, kind of thing.
Clean them up a little bit, and maybe add a few things here.
Yeah, you guys paid over cover price for that. Haha, suckers. Cover price for that is $2.95, by the way.
But I can't remember if we did too much revision in that first issue. Right? We were so excited about.
We got this one listed for $25.
Get out and do the best we could to get it done quickly.
And this comic is a consequence.
For sure.
It's a famous story. But correct me
I've debated too, like, because
the comic you guys were working on.
I run them as like quick auctions, like if I do have something set aside. But I've considered doing them buy it now, but I don't know if there's any difference because people can still swipe on it. You know what I mean?
Done that Digitoid comic in a form that we were thinking would be really fun to print, which would be a sort of poster comic. I don't know if you remember seeing these back in the day. They had them for Star Trek and Star Wars and all kinds of other popular properties. There'd be I think an 8.5 by 11 form.
Let's do a little Tales Volume 2.
Open it once.
I'm doing it all. I know it says IDW, but
For the second time,
I like to be tricky.
you get like a big poster. Right? Like a 122 poster. Which is why when you look at the Digitoid comic, there's a big page and then a regular page and then a regular page and a regular page and then another big page. The big pages would be where we're thinking would be the poster.
Yeah. Yep.
It never happened.
I like it because that speaks.
Yeah, we had a tricky one where
you guys are
I was at an event and doing like signings and stuff for people, and someone had sent me a book to get signed for them, and then I got it signed and then I ran it, and then someone tried to outbid him on it.
I have a
I was like, oh, this is a nightmare.
And it's a tie-in to the Hulk TV show. So maybe, like the Star Wars and Star Trek, I never saw those, but I wonder if this was something that was coming out of Hollywood as like poster on one side.
Tales Volume 2 running for $1. What?
It's like a kind of like a comic book or a magazine.
That's out of control.
As we're wrapping up this issue, just got to put out some more of the beautiful technique that is employed with using the duotone, where you have this lighting from the city streets, and it's severe. Like they just knocked this guy off the roof, and it's almost.
Thanks, Monte.
The turtles are.
Welcome in. Welcome to the rewards club. Get a couple coupons.
And that underlighting on the turtles, that is sexy.
And congrats on the win.
And this interesting sky approach where using both developers, using a dark gray developer, using the light.
It's one of our famous secret. Don't tell anyone it's not just IDW. We'll keep the room small, and I'll just keep chuckling to myself.
It's interesting because that effect.
Yeah, guys. G's.
Pointing out how we didn't really know we were doing that well. That's supposed to be the explosion that kills the shredder.
Looks great. Got that last page, dude. Iconic.
DJ, you could take half of your file
No to be continued.
and just run it on the during the raid trade.
This could be it.
You guys got some good margins on this stuff. Like I said, it's my being in business to put other people in business show. We only do these once a year. I get sick of looking at the books.
Working on those.
Aw, make some money, bud. Nah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. That's like I was like that raft. Dude, I'm telling you, that raft slab you sold me is never going anywhere. Still, it's on the wall, and I cherish it. Like I sold 5 first prints, and I've sold a couple second prints, but like that thing is I think other than my Jetpack annual 9.8 and my Paperback Bazaar 9.6, that's my favorite.
Sold out of these comics thanks to various distributors and things before the print run.
And I only bring it up because I remember I remember how sad you were that day. I was like, oh man. He was like very sad to let it go, and I was like, oh man, I got to make sure I do something for this guy.
Peter, how soon do you guys go into working on issue 2 after you finish this first one?
Well, what happened was we finished the first one and premiered it at that convention.
But dude, I love that cover so much. I have a graded trading card of that cover. I mean, I also have the raft cover, the first print behind the stand.
And at that time, neither
I did.
I did.
And I was like, I promise you it was not for reselling, and I promise you I would never sell it, and I would cherish it, and I very much do. You want to see it? Yes. Dude, honestly, I probably shouldn't say this because I don't like to tell people stuff like this before I'm ready to pull the trigger, but I think I'm going to have you do some work for me, logo-wise. I basically have AI generated images across my platforms, and it was just so I could get everything up quick. And I plan to replace it all with actual artists' art. And I'd love to use you. I think you draw me and Casey Jones, dude, and you draw really well. And I think a lot of people know it, but it would be cool once we kind of figure out a deal for that. I could pay you for the images. I'll give you the dimensions, and you can just fucking go. I've got one exclusive lined up for Journeys that I've kind of locked an artist in. Well, I don't think they're locked in necessarily, but I've got a little bit of a wait, probably 6 months at this point before they can get the cover done. After that, I want to try to do one for Volume 6, and I think it would be cool for you to do it. But again, I don't like to say this stuff because it's ideas I got that's 6 months away that I got to do the first exclusive. Kind of have to see how that does, and what I make from it will basically inform me as whether or not I'm able to keep that train rolling. You know what I mean? If it doesn't do very well, I'll probably have a hard time spending $3 or $4 grand on another one again. But if the one, I've got a pretty good strategy for the first one with the artist I picked. They're on Whatnot. So we can do cool either co-hosted shows, or I can just send them a bunch of the exclusive, be like, just fucking sell them and sign them. I don't care. But that's what I would do. So if we work together on something like that, like a cover, I get whatever it's limited to. The guy that I'm working with is able to get limited to 500 covers from IDW, which not everyone can do these days. But basically, if I even make back half of what I put in, I'll do another one for sure. But what I would do is I'd send you 20, 25 copies for free. You can do a show where you're signing or remarking, and I can co-host, or we can co-host, and we can just shoot the shit back and forth while you draw or whatever. You know what I mean? I think that'll be fun. Oh well, you are already considered. I decided this long ago. Like I said, the only reason I actually didn't pick you for the first one is just because the dude that I'm partners with was really adamant about the particular artist, using this particular artist. But I think once we kind of figure out, I think he just wanted my first one to be how do I put it? To be like a lot of exposure for the project, because like he's just as invested as I am, I guess, you know. So I think that's why we decided to do that first. What's going on? Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. That's it. But that's not my style. My style is to take someone that I would find talented, and same thing with the guy that I'm working with, but take someone that I find talented and do something like that for them. So like in the meantime, like I said, it's probably 6 months until I get the first one made. Like I said, I will reach out to you about slowly replacing all of my AI generated images with your work.
Here's a technical question. I'm just curious about reprints in the 1980s.
Yeah, man.
Now we take it so for granted.
I know you work hard and you draw well, and
we
sometimes it feels like
digital files
on this platform, it feels like you do stuff in a void.
All you have to do is hit them up again and say, hey,
but
man,
I think it would be pretty cool, man. Like I said, the added benefit of giving you the exposure and
film of everything they printed.
That we could, like I said, we're both on Whatnot, so we could do shows for months with the books. You know what I mean? Until we get rid of them all or whatever. And I think it would be good. And then if you blow up, just remember us. Just remember us when you get famous. That's all.
Deliver the actual materials to the printer.
But so the reason I brought it up, and like I said, usually I wouldn't say anything, but start thinking about what you would charge for all this stuff I'm telling you about. Yeah, I don't need an answer right now. Like I said, you got time, but probably starting at the end of next month, I'll be looking to replace the images on our website and Whatnot and all our social platforms. But like I said, I've done a lot of work with the artists, so like I'll make sure that it's easy peasy for you. I'll give you dimensions for each that I need, and maybe like a little bit of direction because I like Casey Jones and Raph. But there'll be some that I'll be like, I specifically want this if you can do it, and there'll be others I'll just be like, make it cool or whatever. But leave it. Like some of it will be all you, and some of it will be just partially me. Like I like to let artists have room to be creative, because it's one of those things. Like I find, like I'll give you the dimensions. If it's something I need, like a specific character for, I'll let you know that, and the rest is up to you. Poses, like whatever. But like I know you, and I know if you had an opportunity like that for like an exclusive, like you would take it seriously and work hard on it. Just because I see you do that on your shows anyway, so that's kind of what inspired that idea.
And for a long time, that was how we did the interface with the printers. We found a printer in Lakeville, Connecticut, They did issue 2, 3, the Raphael Micro Series.
Oh, let me see that real quick.
Issue 4, I think. Then we found another printer in New York State, in Poughkeepsie, actually.
Okay.
And they did all the issues from that point on for quite a while.
I almost got a little bit. Okay, there we go.
Sorry, guys.
Think about that part also. Like, there's no internet, so you kind of like Yellow Pages only extend so far. So how did you find a printer out there? Like, it's.
Well, actually, we lucked out on that one because somebody had found an issue, a copy of the book.
This is a low-grade copy of this book. Make no mistake, it's got some tickies on it, and it's got one of those famous black backs, so it's all scratched up. Fun. But that being said, even in shitty shape, you'll be hard pressed to find this for $1 anywhere.
Prior to moving up with that printer, we had.
Oh, that'd be cool. Totally cool. Welcome to the party, buddy.
It was a pain in the butt, let me tell you. And it was so cool because this new printer, this new guy from the new printer said, "Oh, we'll do it out for you. All you got to us where to drop ship to and where we'll go. And that turned out to be a fantastic.
Woo!
How we put the comics together.
Yeah, Kodiak, that'll be fun.
Let's have that conversation.
All right, guys, we're gonna run through some. I'm gonna run through them pretty quick, but we're gonna run through some, and I'll let you know what each one is limited to. But we're gonna run through the Volume 1, Number 8 remasters. So basically, these were a Kickstarter exclusive Dave Sim put together. It was published by Waverly Press, but kind of one of those things where he still has the rights to Cerebus in this issue. So while this book is like not included in modern collections like the omnibus and stuff, like they, it was remastered and reprinted. And each cover is limited. This one is limited to 250, I believe. Let me double check. Yep. Oh, Elite Foot Soldier. I think you're. Yeah. That's. Oh yeah. So that's the second one. Yeah. Nice, dude.
Trying to find the first printing of.
Okay, and it looks like most of them. We've got a few limited to 400, but there's most of them are limited to 250. So only 250 of them exist.
But I don't know why I never noticed it.
Yeah, you beefy Foot Soldier. I forget what you'll be next. A Triceraton, I think, and then Neutrino, and then the top levels of Ninja Turtle.
It is weird. I was looking at something's not right here. When I look a little closer, and none of the artwork has tones. I mean, we turned it from the black and white copies that we made of the ink artwork.
But yeah, man, like I said, I get a little nervous giving away too much before I'm like ready. But just keep an eye out for a message from me about that stuff
That's
over
so
the next
bizarre.
few
You know,
months.
it's actually, you might have discovered, or somebody might have discovered that you.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
I remember I did not know that. And actually, I've got a couple.
Like these Viking-looking turtles down here.
So I'm gonna pull it out and check it out. But you see things like people will bring up the shows like, hey, you remember when they switched the covers and the graphics for Tales of the Turtles 1?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It's just a matter of time.
So we had the interior 4.
I don't have any doubt that the first exclusive. I think we'll be all right with that. I don't think there's going to be any issue at least making the money back pretty quick.
That double covers, and of course the issue 3 is print. So that is good fun. But yeah, this could be.
And I'll be honest with you, dude. If the artist
The key collectors advocating Nick's picks for.
I have lined up falls through, which can always happen. This is my first rodeo. I think we'll just do you for the first one. The first one is going to be for Journeys, though, and I'm not exactly sure what issue yet. So I know you probably want to know. Again, this one is limited to 250. You probably want to know what issues so you can put something relevant on the cover, but I'll help with all that stuff.
I don't know, maybe trying to think of the timing when we would have done a reprint of issue 5. Might have been by the time we got back in Orlando, so maybe.
I'm telling you guys, if you haven't seen this dude's Casey Jones, you should post your Casey Jones work in the Discord.
That's pretty rare.
Or any of your work, really. Like, we all love the Siagi card. Yeah, it was like one of the most reacted to posts of the week.
We have Steve will be re-lettering all that stuff, and he was re-lettering them on the original ink stuff because they were being used also for the first comic color. So it just might have been one of those like, oh, here, yeah, that's interesting. That's good.
And if you guys aren't in the know, is a little hidden behind Shredder right now. But Blue Jack actually did this.
Yeah, we would have.
Whoop.
Yeah, we would have been back.
I was gonna say I've kept this. I got this with that Raph slab order, and I've kept it and had it on display pretty much ever since. That's a badass Donnie, right? Oh, can you guys not see it because of the glitter? Check it out.
I don't know if you remember this.
I still have the turtles that you get anyone that was like the little baby turtles and ooze? Oh, come on, baby. This is why I don't fuck with it. I just couldn't find a place for it. I still got this too. It's getting too crowded up in the. I love it. Oh yeah. No, I keep all my friends' stuff around. This is a letter from Kodiak. I've got some other stuff around here too. Oh, where's my Brian sticky note? Oh, it must have fallen down. Ooh. Yeah, I got all sorts of stuff. Like pretty much that's what other than a few items, that's what the display is. It's all gifts. So I keep it there, just letting everyone know I'll never sell it, and I cherish it. Okay, so we got Brian, JT, and my ex-girlfriend, Blue Jack, JC. Whoa, pretty far. Kodiak again. Brian. And of course, Kodiak made the sign, or my stand, not sign. That's Brian. That's from Ralph.
One mechanical step in the final production of the comic, and it's never appreciated the way we loved it. So each write, it's like when we did things like that, like a lot of times we would do the original art as a separate piece, and then
thank God. Give me this juice.
Was really a big inspiration for me. He was photocopying everything, keep records of so many different aspects of the creation of the process. Sometimes for archival, but also sometimes just for
deals to steals.
Really crappy. But we didn't ruin the original. Right? We would coloring it on a photocopy, but we would mount it on a board and color it in Dr. Martin's or
What? How'd this volume 4 sneak in there? Sneaky sneak.
Yeah, it was on a heavy board, so yeah, they would feel it. I remember that clearly.
There was I think actually 2 letters that were scanned and put into the Fantagraphics oral history book. What was it called? When we told you so. Yeah. And so one letter's Gary Croft, one letter's Kim Thompson. It's to the printers, and it's the most aggressive. Like, please tell your Cro-Magnon print guys, like this, we value this artwork. Do not mark it up. Do not take the sword to it and slice it up. Like, we value this and cherish this work, blah blah blah. And like reading that, the Pittsburgh boys, blue collar working class fellas, reading that, I was thinking those Kim Deitch pages probably don't exist anymore. Those guys might have.
It's funny that Rich Horn got the negatives for number 1. And that's how he did the reprints, reproductions for number 1. And he was talking about how there's like tape all over them, and like if you pull the tape off, you'll pull up it's wild. And like there's even a point, I can't remember what page it is, but there's a page where you can see there's lines that are broken because the tape was over the negative. They taped it wrong. This is a Dave Sim cover. Very similar to the original. This one's limited to 400.
I used some Frisket paper on a acetate overlay, and I cut Frisket for the figures on the cover. And then I used a variety of color paints, and I think I used some Dr. Martin's time.
Blue Jack, you cleaning up today.
To do that kind of staged background. So one thing I did was I don't think I've ever done before or since. I sprinkled salt on the artwork because I heard somewhere that you added salt.
Couldn't be happier. I love sending cool dudes fun shit.
It would create interesting effects, and it did in fact do that. I was pretty happy.
Except for Kodiak.
So
that's going to be question number 1. How do you achieve these things?
That's 100% it, man. I said my laziness is your fortune. Is your win. Anytime looking has to move, you can expect dollar starts. And it's because of, like I said, I'm gonna go up to like one of the biggest Ninja Turtles retailers in the world, and like I don't need to bring all this shit.
It's really awesome, and a number of these covers, it's been fun going through these
Like
first.
it's gonna be one of those things that like like the inventory is gonna expand so much
It's
that
very
like
inspiring to look at, you know, as somebody who's aspiring to make comics. I mean, I imagine when this came out, nothing else.
It's gonna be one of those things that I wanted to. My goal is to have over 1,000 turtle items. Like I think we're around 450, a little under 450 now. But it's one of those things that like you get to that point and you have to start doing claim shows, which is fine. I don't mind doing claim shows or whatever. But I find like doing it this way, I find it's like a lot chiller. Like with the claim shows, you spend a lot of time. Like I did them when I ran shows at the LCS. Thanks again, Blue Jack. And like, dude, it only had to happen to me once for me to be like, fuck this. Some lady had me for like 30, 40 minutes building a bundle for her, pulling books out. Oh, can you go back to blah, blah, blah. I'm going through. Okay, pulling. Disappeared at the end. I was like, I just spent like a half hour. Like there's other people waiting and like you just vanished. Like, so I was like, fuck claim shows, bro.
And it would look like a big mess.
Like I get it when you have like a large inventory like that, but I think there's like a sweet spot around like 600 or 700 where it's like, you know, you can run claim style really quickly. This one's a con exclusive, previews exclusive, San Diego Comic Con. You know, I could do it, like flip through the boxes real quick. But at the end of the day, it's very hard to like waste time running it this way. But like it seems like, and I've seen it happen to other people too. It seems like claim shows, like you know, every other show or whatever, you get one of those guys. His eyes are bigger than his belly, and he pieces out.
We actually saw some pages from the left that Bill had been working on. I don't remember, Pete, but it was like they pulled them out of this drawer, and it was like some of the staple and some.
But like there'll be some that like obviously I have to do as a claim show. Like if we're just shopping a retailer or whatever, but like for the stuff that like my regular shows at like my apartment or whatever, that inventory is going to expand. Probably, like I said, I'm going to go and like I'll figure out what the sweet spot is, but I kind of want 1,000 just to have 1,000. It just seems like a nice number. Oh, B-Mail, you're still here. What's up, dude?
This is where things started for me, like with these editorials, man. Because this is the earliest issue that I was able to get my hands on, young. And,
I was going to say,
you guys are
getting a steal on that. We get a steal on everything.
7, you're alluding to a 4-page story that's going to be inked and colored by.
Oh, that's awesome, man. We we support lurkers here.
We're going to see ads for Michael Dooney's.
You're always welcome to lurk our shows.
Some backup stuff in here from that. There's allusions to.
We're lurker positive.
Collaboration jam for issue number 8. Like you guys. The operation is expanding.
Yeah, feel free to hang out here anytime. Just watch the show. Watch what we're watching.
More than just
Chat Turtles. Shop Turtles if you want. Either way, even if you're not shopping, you're always welcome to chill here.
Box address for issue number 6. And we made note last issue that Steve Levine was on the 1s and 2s as the letterer of the issue. And in just that span of time, now that he's on 6, and I do wonder if he was doing lettering, like re-lettering on the old stuff, because his lettering has caught up. It was a little rough before. We mentioned that the Ames guide he didn't have that trick where you take down the Ames guide at the exact size.
Oh, awesome, dude.
You can see that the sizes were changing. This is Steve Levine lettering, 100%. So he's.
Oh, you got this Rise? Yeah, I think it's funny. That's the only Rise book I've ever had, and I forget how I got it.
Well, having gone to the same high school as Steve Levine, having the same math teacher, we weren't good at math, so I think measuring stuff was.
Yeah, you guys' spelling wasn't that good either. Just a heads up.
Actually, is it collective?
We weren't good at math. I'm like, yeah, you guys aren't that great at spelling either, but that's okay. That's not why we showed up. It's funny, like the early issues of Turtles, there you could pick out like several different spelling errors. I mean, Michelangelo's name is spelled wrong for the longest time. I forget when they fixed it, but. Yeah, BML, that's what we do. Like, people just come, they chill, leave us on as a background, and happy to do that. Happy to be that for you. Nice, dude. I think the Amazing Adventures, like specifically, are getting harder to find, or are harder to find. I was listening to some guys talk about how they're having a hard time finding some of the specific issues. I don't remember what issues they were looking for though. That's number 19. Oh, thanks for the kind words. You know, that means the world to me. I really appreciate that. We want it to be more fun than anything. We try to keep it entertaining. Oh, that's animated. Okay. I thought it was amazing.
So we sort of use that as a thing, and then when the layouts were done,
we try to make it a fun show to watch. Blue Jack, I think you're going flat rate, but that's a big old stat. Maybe B-mail too. Maybe you go flat rate.
We get the shape and the pace and the things locked in for the pace that we needed, and everything was penciled. There's still quite a lot of detail.
I think we're running some of the best comic deals on Whatnot today.
But there were areas that were loose that we knew that we could fill in later without really doing super detailed ones.
Does that weight roll over? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Does the weight roll over? If I put it in a flat rate box, it doesn't matter what it weighs, as long as if it fits, it ships for one low price. That was what the commercial used to say. Oh yeah, it's free because no matter what at any of my shows, once you'll pay up to $9.21 for shipping. Once it hits $9.21, shipping's free. So that's why it's really smart what you guys are doing, because like I said, I mean, if I didn't ship that flat rate, I'd be busted. I'd lose money all over the place on it. But like I said, the flat rate boxes, like medium flat rate boxes, they ship for $9.21, which is where it caps. So it's kind of one of those things. I try to do it that way so that you guys aren't getting hammered on shipping, and I can still, and I don't really have to worry about it so much. There's only been like one instance where I was like, well, can't do anything about this, and it was a dude who bought, I can't remember, what was it, 32 pounds? It was like 32 pound. It was a 32 pound package. I think I shipped, if I recall. I think it was over 30 pounds of books, and like it just wasn't going to fit in any. And even a large flat rate box, it wouldn't fit. So I ended up paying. I can't remember what he paid. Something like $500 or $600 for the books he got, but I ended up paying like $80 for shipping, which I was cool. But I was like, ooh, gotta watch that. Oh no! And even if I did, man, it's not a big deal. We're just having fun. It's not a big deal. But no, if I can't fit it in a flat rate box, you know, joke's on me. That's all right. But I think that'll fit in a large flat rate or a medium flat rate. That's fine. Nah, man. Between you, me, and the fence post guys, the books I'm running today, I probably paid 10 cents for. So, like, thanks for your contribution and stuff. But yeah, I'm not really. There's a reason I'm running this specific stuff for $1. I buy like big lots. When I buy big lots, like I got most of the stuff in February, and then I haven't really had to buy too much since then. Like I said, I had to pay for the exclusive. I've had a lot of like expenses that I kind of had to cover first. I wanted to build out our web presence before we did the exclusive, so I had to, build a website, pay for that. Discord, pay for some of the features, and like the security bot, for instance, the Master Splinter bot. They cost money. The widget on the website, where like you can actually use Discord right on our website. Like you don't have to. If you go to the community page, it's like a fully functioning widget. And like there's some other stuff cost related, but like I said, it's one of those things that like we've done so well with this project that it doesn't matter anymore. That may change someday. you know, like when I have more of Jetpack's inventory than my own inventory, like I'll have a little bit less room to work with just because I have to make sure I preserve his margins. But my stuff, man, like I buy long boxes of stuff at conventions, and I try to work it out so it's like 25 cents a book if I can do it that way. That's my magic number, but some of this stuff, like I said, I got even cheaper than that. And like I said, it's just kind of been sitting here for a while, and I don't want to move it. Yeah, dude, it's one of those things where like I try to do it so I can pass it along. Like, I mean, these guys will tell you, and I mean, you've probably been here enough to realize, like, there's very few offers I don't accept. Like, usually, like, somebody like playing, what do you want to pay? Because, like, if it's not from my partner's inventory, then, like, I'll play what do you want to pay all day.
That was really fun. That was you being a big fan.
But, like, there are a few things, like, someone wanted the Fugitoid figure last night, and I was like, can't do what he wanted to pay for it. But it doesn't happen very often.
Together because it was putting all the different related.
All right. Oh, it's probably going to be a large flat rate.
I want to see who drew Jet Jaguar. Was that piece? Was it published?
But yeah, it's one of those things. Like before I even started selling, I did a lot, like months of research, and I belong to a lot of different like seller like groups and things like that, so I can see other people's mistakes and not repeat them, sort of thing. So that's like kind of why. It's kind of why I set things up the way I did.
Not ours, but maybe but I remember seeing that as
like I don't do giveaways very often. I'll do it if someone promotes the show, like does a boost, and I'll do it if someone raids us, and special occasions. But other than that, like I don't fuck with that side and whatnot.
Of like those like.
And like we did blind bag ripper ships, but I try not to do anything that would entice gamblers to hang out, because they just end up spending more money than they have, and then trying to say that was just, somehow my fault. That's happened a couple times.
Is we were just looking at a page that had Triceratons, it had Fugitoid, other characters
I won't say anything
further very rapidly, and I was just wondering if that was like
that's always
starting to be a thought in your minds or whatever, because like I feel like the comics never really reflected that kind of consumerish kind of thing. You guys were just doing your thing, but these things did become toys, and they look ready to go for it.
Well, I think what was fun is again I'm thinking about the timing here. Scratching my brain is because.
Oh, nice! I probably under ordered. I got 40. I think that was low. I probably should have got more, but
where they actually did Triceratops.
It's one of those things that like we had a lot of fun with the blind bag shows, but like I'm cautious about stuff like that just because I've kind of worked in the industry off and on for a while, and like when the gimmick dies, it dies hard in this market, And you can kind of see how everything cycles. Like foil covers went away, and then foil covers started coming back, and then it kind of goes in cycles. So the one thing that I haven't seen that I'm waiting for is chromium. Chromium covers have not made a resurgence yet. I feel like that's next up. But it's the same thing. Kind of like the same thing with like retailer incentives, like ratio books. Like it's one of those things that like I don't mess with myself. I understand why people like them, especially if they're fans of the artist or whatnot. But like for myself, it's like there are some ratios I want just because like I like the cover of the book, like the Ben Bishop Eastman for 13. Like I think those guys work really well together. So I had to get that one. But yeah, I did 40, and that's probably low. I probably should have done like 100 or something.
Throughout this issue, and maybe even the next, there are things that will be coming up where I do wonder, like, do you think this one to peak because there's 10 Triceratons on this page, man, and it's just more efficient that way? Also, by the way, the thought balloon with Fugitoid.
Yeah, dude, I won't harp on it too much more, but definitely think about what you want to charge for, like, redoing my logos and images for my website and stuff.
The ability to weave in B story, where you're in, extraterrestrial.
It's one of those things, and I chuckled to myself. It's like there's some people who are like, oh, you got AI images, blah blah. I'm like, yeah. You have no idea how much I've spent on like artist commissions over the years. How much money I've spent on Fiverr getting shit from artists like that, like bad work. You know, I used to basically before all these little AI things like Gemini and whatnot. I used to just use Fiverr for all my images because I've always sucked at like I've been doing like web design and
kind of push you in that direction.
development.
You guys have the mechanics of comics down very well.
Since I was a kid. I've never been able to do images or Photoshop or any of that shit. I just don't have an eye for it.
It's really cool, Pete.
Yeah, it'll be one main logo. So like you see the. Hold on, let's do this.
But it's really cool that for some reason when we were doing
You see my logo right now. It'll be, and I'll give you the dimensions, but it'll be to fit in that. So it'll be something that it would fit in most of these, like Facebook and Twitter. So it'll be Facebook, Twitter, whatnot, Twitch, YouTube. But the logo will go on all those platforms and the website. But yeah, we'll do one that fits in like social, like the circle logo, and then one for the website in the top left. There's like a logo type thing. Do something better there, and then it'll be different, replacing different images across the website. For the social, it should just be the logo, and then I'll put that on all the one logo on all of them, and then the top left of the website will be different dimensions. It'll be rectangular as opposed to circular.
I think other people have done it before, but I think.
Yep, yeah. And like I said, you won't have to do any work on that. And I've been doing this long enough to know, like, it's my job to give you the correct dimensions. And if I have an idea to let you know and to be reasonable about it. But yeah, and of course it'll be a square. You know, the image will be a square. Obviously, I don't need to say that, but they. But yeah, it should. And I'll get you. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's fairly uniform across all platforms. If I end up uploading it to something and it gets cut off or something, I can always resize it. You know, like I know enough to do that. By the way, thanks for shopping with me, man. I know I'm kind of rambling about other stuff, but yeah, appreciate you, man.
Telling these stories, we did them with what felt really good to us and what worked for us. I've got no other.
I might feel a little embarrassed if it's super obvious, but the name Chester and Chet comes up a lot, and I wonder, like, if that's an inside deal. I see you both smiling and laughing. Just curious what Chet is about. I see him in the background.
He got the Usagis.
Chet's Toys shows up.
Awesome. It warms my heart.
For a while, but for some reason the name Chet made us laugh.
We were complete goofballs. There's no other reason. And that was, I think.
You're stealing, Nasha. Nah, man, you know what I paid for it. Don't worry about it. That's why I told you. I was like, I don't want him to feel bad. Whew. Where are we at now, guys? Let me take a look. I think I'll have to go back through volume 5. I've got a few little odds and ends, like some Mirage, non-Turtles Mirage. Let me take a look. We can run it.
Superman with color commentators.
Before we do that, can I just point out one small,
Please.
Yeah, baby.
page 14.
Yes.
Yeah, so it looks like I've got a Gizmo left, number 3. But nah, man, it's yeah, this is all groovy to me. Like I said, I have less to move.
Yep, that is. I think because we made.
I've got a margin on this stuff, even if it's $1. We're just having a grand old time on one of my famous Dollar Start shows. I did Dollar Start shows with a slab, and someone actually did get one for $1. I was like super happy. Like secretly, it's like a game to me. I'm like, can I sell this for $1?
So I used to sit with, it was Kevin Eastman.
Was it you? I love that. I love that. So good. Oh yeah, and there was a couple others. I think someone got one for 4. It's like Kodiak said he got one for 2. But that dollar slap, baby. Can't beat it.
Inspired. So
Let me take a look
I did a number of early concept integrations with shipping card.
Ooh.
The writer.
Tujek, this deck is ridiculous.
Would we see those collaborations in something like Gobbledygook?
You're cut off.
Yeah, just before that time.
And not for any other reason, and it's just too big.
By the time we get to Gobbledygook, it was
Okay, I think that was the channels, right? Yeah. Okay. Woo!
Yeah, that's the thing for bringing it up.
That's gonna be heavy. I think that one's gonna go large flat rate.
Still lives with me.
Yeah, I know. You know what's funny?
That, we can show off because
Mr. Kodiak,
in the collection is
before he started attending our shows,
kind of colored in.
didn't like slabs. He said, I don't like
But
slabs.
it is in
I don't do slabs. I said, all right, we're running for $1.
issue.
What was your first one, actually? Was it the RAF?
It's like there's a couple different versions of these Xeroxes going around, man. That's how.
I know. I just picture you being like, God damn it. Every like, swipe, God damn,
So,
fucking looking for TMNT.
These crowd scenes, man. These crowd scenes. Is it a thing where the penciler who creates the composition, does the other guy go, you know what, you could ink that one too?
We should take a video of that.
You know,
I bet you that was fun. You freed it. What was its PSA? Does PSA do like 1 through 10 like CGC, or what was the grade?
large tooth.
Oh, nice.
Those look like either their teeth or maybe my guy with a number 12 shirt on or something. But then if you look at the panel right below that, to me looks like something Peter inked entirely by himself. But there was still a number of swapping around.
What?
These pages, especially when you get to some of the crowd scenes and things, because
Got a little grunts battle going on over here.
we never
No looking for TMNT show.
doing big scenes and making them.
And Blue Jack says, no, sir, it's coming home.
Really, Kirby influence that we've always been, because it was always he was a great master of establishing these big set pieces that really brought you into the story. So I feel like we always try to capitalize on it. If we could show you
TMNT NECA first movie.
massive places.
Oh, that's what you're looking for. Gotcha. Nope, I do not have that. Got only a few NECA things left. We sold them all last week. We used to have a bunch. Mostly comics now.
Still lots of swapping.
It's easy, and I'm lazy.
So epic.
Welcome in, guys. Check the show notes and give us a follow for regular Turtle shows. We're doing some dollar starts today. We're running through stuff. Nope, let's get that over in Blue Jack's pile before I forget.
In the center of the top panel, the three-sided arena.
So we've got a few other little Mirage at odds and ends. It's Plastron Cafe. If you guys don't know the Casey Jones North by Down East story where they collected it, and it was collected in 2 issues later on, but it originally was printed in this Plastron
That's
Cafe.
amazing. Yeah, that's good stuff.
And I think there's 4 books in this series. We've got 2 and 3 in stock.
It's just an amazing sort of thing that you built where you get to just draw a bunch of cool monsters. You don't have to be precious because you've seen them once, so you can go all
Awesome,
out.
bro.
This image right here, it makes me think of like the Cochrane X-Men cover where there's the battle. Is that an influence for this piece?
There was actually a lot of that was kind of standard device used a lot of times when you would have say a large team up or crossover, say between X-Men and Teen Titans, or two. You see sometimes George Perez. A lot of people do these sort of descending sort of lineups of these bats coming in, and I think it was definitely.
And welcome, guys. Check out lookingfortmnt.com to join our community and stay connected. We do giveaways out of our Discord and all sorts of special events, both on and outside of whatnot.
just one of those things I was watching.
This is kind of our home base, but we're pretty much everywhere at this point. Like I said, out of our Discord, we do free giveaways. We've got 2 running right now, and we also have a contest running where you can win an animation slab. You can win, like I said, no purchase necessary, it's all free. We've got 1 giveaway for some blind bags going on in our Discord, and also a VIP giveaway for hardcover Last Ronin Director's Cut. Maltese Turtle, and what's the other Mirage one? I don't feel like answering questions today. You know, people come in, they ask questions. It's like I gotta think about stuff. I gotta work. So Times Pipeline, just kidding, baby.
That was an accessory with the
Or
it really was, man. And also, it's a super cool design.
And Maltese Turtle.
Like it pulls apart.
But the Times Pipeline, I think, is what you're thinking of, baby.
It's
My man.
To see them say like on that previous page, let's go.
Do you need them both or just the Times Pipeline?
Maybe quaint now, but that really meant something. In a day of like reading mostly Marvel and DC, it was cool to see that. Like this had that little bit extra violence of edge.
Yeah, let's take a look.
See some cool but like this, it's this kind of stuff that like the kids in class who had bigger brothers who knew the Mirage comics, because it was a game of telephone.
So I have 20 on each of these.
Like, the turtles say the F word. They chop off people's heads, but only in the black and white one. Like you gotta get those, man. Like you see April naked, and it's like, what, really? Like,
I'll do the best I can for you.
And none of those things.
If you don't want them, don't sweat it.
No. Yeah.
This is Maltese
None
Turtle.
of that ever existed, but that was the playground. It's funny. Gossip.
I don't want to go too low because then people are gonna start bidding against you. You know what I mean? Just kidding. Anyone's free to bid on it. All right, let's do this other one. Cody, could you mail me some food by any chance? We are having so much fun over here. We got deals and steals, jokes, and all sorts of fun stuff happening, man. But I'm glad you're out with the family and having a great day. Yeah, I like fruit. I'm a big fan of fruit. Oh, yeah, you got books. I'm going to have to pack your stuff differently now.
I'd like to point out that you didn't have any credit. This kind of like...
It did. Yeah, I started at $1. Brian, you're missing the dollar start show, bro. I started a bunch of stuff. Everything's been started at $1 pretty much. So those 2 things I just ran are the only things I've run higher than $1.
Yeah, I think it was, again, to really harken back to the concept of,
but you have a worthy reason to be missing it.
So
yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
Bruce Lee movies. One of the coolest part of Bruce Lee movies was the fight scenes, and you wanted to see the whole fight scene.
You know I get all giddy when I run stuff for $1.
Master of Kung Fu, some of the early comics, Master of Kung Fu, especially the Lacey issues and some of the Gene Day stuff. There was some really good fight scenes, but they were all, like you described pretty perfectly, they were very short.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's what we're here for. We pretty much only turtles over here. You can check the auction tab for all the turtles we have today. Been doing dollar starts on some select IDW stuff and only IDW stuff, right, guys? Right? Right? It's been just IDW stuff. We're starting for $1, right, guys? Thank you, Blue Jack. So yeah, that's what we're doing. What are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Well, yeah, we're all here for it. And you're always welcome to chill here, whether you're shopping with us or not. We're kind of a Turtles community first and everything else second. Be well, Brian. Thanks for stopping in, bud. I love you. Dude, I got another video of little Brian playing with his new pizza thrower today. Dude, he fucking loves it. He fucking loves it. Made me so happy.
And that was some of the stuff that we talked about.
Like Brian was like, "Say thank you, Uncle Lookin'," and he's like staring. He's just like immersed in the pizza thrower. I'm like, he ain't saying shit.
Although we had sound effects, we didn't have to go crazy. We didn't have to have that talking and bantering.
What is going on? it is. Do a little bit of volume 6. Well, it's not volume 6. It's technically Mutant Nation. It's a side book, but write a couple of these. And then I think we can, and of course, if you guys want me to run anything, let me know. If you have any offers on anything, let me know. But we'll probably run back through volume 5 after this. And yeah.
We were now approaching a couple hundred pages of storytelling we had done together. So it's really a steady evolution as well.
I agree with 100% with what Kevin just said. And just looking at that panel you were pointing out a couple of minutes ago, with the treasure of time.
Welcome back, Jeezy. Hope you're doing well, dude. How is it out there?
It's pretty brutal when you really look at it closely. He's not actually stabbing, he's chopping his shoulder.
That's how well comments, baby. it's great stuff.
Oh, I already sold this story. I was gonna say I was so stoked. I was gonna get everyone's stuff to the post office today. Went down to the post office and I was like, oh my god, closed for the holiday.
And like we just saw the 2 stabbing weapons get their shine, and I think you guys do a great job in selling the wooden stick as being an effective tool because it like certainly as little kids.
All right. And if you guys have any requests, any volume of Turtles you'd like to see, any book you'd like me to run, just let me know. Other than that, we'll start running through some volume 5. But all the Turtle stuff we got is listed, so just let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Yeah, we'll run back through volume 5, and then let's see, volume 5, a little more volume 6. Some side stories, Jenica, Turtles in Time. A couple free comic book day, a little bit of Saturday Morning, Urban Legends and Universe. And then maybe we'll try some Archies again.
Creation of the story, if you will, is that we've seen it. Both Peter and I.
Oh, dude, yes.
Lesser successful effect, if you will. If you put your character into a situation.
If you're in our Discord, look at the general channel. See what I'm saying? So rad.
So there was some thought of like, okay, getting him in out of not we get him out of the scene. And sometimes there's we definitely from time to time would lead on the science and the magic of comics, if you will, but there was also with definitely careful thought discussion. We discuss a lot of stuff.
It's so rad.
To make sure that it works. It was logical to us, and we believed it, and it certainly helped. That's kind of a great kind of thing. So,
Sorry, just looking for this.
Where he had actually some regret breaking the Savage Dragon about not adhering to like the 22-page format that comes to have at that time. So that he put it out on like a kind of more regular basis. Did you guys ever have those thoughts about this? Because it could have been certainly Turtles was running high. You guys were doing super well, and I remember like there's always the formula that you guys talk about. If we do this, every X amount of points, we sell this many people. But if you put these issues in half, they are the size of a comic and come out more frequently.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever really seriously discussed it at length or whatever. It just always felt this is a good length for the comics that we want to create. And it allows a lot of tweaking.
Yeah, love it. Love it, love it.
great. I think it was, we kind of set this pattern in motion, and we were happy with it. I think sometimes, slugging it out the trenches the way we needed
Dude, thank you. Of course.
One of those, be afraid
My
of
pleasure, dude.
just
Always like to find stuff that people dig, you know? And thanks for dropping with me, man, and hanging out. Appreciate you. Say hi to the missus for me. Let me know what eyelashes she picks. Oh, JT. Catch you in the chat, my man. Oh, I'm sure that's an, yeah. I know that feeling, man. I grew up in Maine, which is, the motto for Maine is like, vacation land. And so, like, yeah. All sorts of people. Oh, good thing Kodiak got out of here before JT banned him.
These are some
Yeah,
badass
that was
movies.
for
Those two are troublemakers together. That's why we got to separate them. They're not allowed to be in the chat at the same time.
Our mutual respect and passion and appreciation of Star Wars. So I think a lot of stuff we really wanted to do that. And I've still got a photograph here somewhere. Pete Laird actually made a stormtrooper outfit.
Interesting. I thought I have a quantity of two of that. I guess not. Oh yeah, I do because you already got one. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, I didn't relist it. Wow, I'm too lazy. I'm not relisting stuff. I think I might need to relist this one too. Let's take a look. Our show's been great, dude. We've been hanging. These guys have been getting awesome deals, and I'm happy to do it to facilitate. Yeah, I gotta reset that one too. JC, what's up, my dude? Welcome to the show. We're just having a grand old time. You know, I get all excited on these dollar start big sale shows. You know, I have the most fun with these. I get all excited. So we've been doing that. We've been listening to me be a fucking dingus for the last 2 hours or whatever.
It was definitely, my opinion, it was definitely the layout. But it was, because we really wanted to separate the two worlds, and I would say for sure that the incredibly detailed effect you see of them disappearing.
GC, check the general channel of the Discord. I don't know if you saw
I feel like I can
the drawing Blue Jack did at Casey and Rav. Did I run that?
them being transported out of that scene. But it was to showcase we were getting, say, at least comfortable, but maybe even a bit creative with the use of the dual shade. And so that we could look at a scene like this and go, well, the scene in the center.
Oh, I thought, oh, you know what? It might have been while you were away,
this specific effect.
actually. So it's good that I'm going back through, I think.
Do it like we normally did, and then add the tone of it, so it really would help you create a 3D effect as we were, again, quite comfortable in this black and white universe that the Turtles existed in. Just felt like home. Felt like it was a good place, a good space.
So check this out with the conclusion. We're promoting.
Yeah, JC, he did. Isn't that fucking awesome? I've been telling you guys every time he comes in, like, this dude draws a mean Casey Jones, but I didn't think to have him post his mean Casey Jones in the Discord until now. Oh, Jeezy. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you're out, dude. I hope we kept you company. I was at the show that he did that. And I was like, dude, you're fucking good at this.
In short, I was introduced to Richard Corbin initially through Heavy Metal Magazine, some of the first issues, with Stan Project, much like the Underground
I think I've said this before, but all this stuff will be out tomorrow morning before our Saturday morning show.
Things that came into heavy metal, and it was kind of in and around the same time before meeting Pete and around meeting Pete, and during that time was lucky enough to make a couple trips to Boston because we didn't have any comic book stores where I was in Maine, and found some underground comics, and I bought some early Richard Corbett underground self-published comics, and on a whim, and actually, as funny as I through Pete's book,
Not turtly. Let me know when you get tired of that book. That's funny.
I still have over there. And actually, that's the cover for Richard Corbett's.
He'd be slab cracking today. You know, who knows if he'll even remain in that slab.
But I found
Thanks again, Jack.
Self-published books. I wrote him a letter. Just said, hey, I'm a big
Did
fan.
we do 147? I think so. Yeah, let me double check. That's an Eastman.
Inclusive, but he and his wife Donna, I get to know a bit over the years, and got actually write letters back for Richard, much like Roz Kirby would do for Jack. Some of the wonderful letters we got from the Kirby and by Roz, kind of thing.
Don't wind him up. I did not.
Yeah, they just like trading notes.
Plus, you guys probably don't know, but I sent him a Leo slab already. I just put it in one of his orders. Like, yeah, there you go. Nice win, Jacob. Welcome to the Rewards Club. Thanks for hanging out, hanging out and supporting the show, dude.
Bigger thing where they have that old adage where sometimes you should be afraid to meet your hero, but sometimes it's disappointing.
All right.
He was very shy.
Yeah, we working through.
He did it, I was that kind of kid. But then you compare it also to he not being Jack Kirby, which is just every bit of
Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out. Totally cool, man. I saw it. I was like, you know. I did not run a Leo for $1.
It's just a comment that
No, I did not.
Yeah, so make that happen. Look at that spread here. That has Gizmo number 2. Dark Horse miniatures. And not affiliated with Dark Horse Comics. I was something
Dude, I was hanging out with crew at like 4 o'clock this morning buying shit. Well, shit. What do we got? Oh, we'll run a couple little volume 6Es. And then I think we'll...
point out this is the funniest.
Oh, does anyone want another one?
I love the miniature tab. It always cracks me up. Because not only because we had these miniatures and we were buying some and selling them, obviously through the thing Dark Horse was releasing into hobby stores, but Pete and Drew all.
I didn't. Usually when I raid someone, I say, have a great show, and I fuck off because I've been on for several hours or whatever. But no, I stuck around for like a little bit. I think he threw up a givey, so like I usually like to see if one of us wins. That I don't enter him, but no, I wasn't really paying attention. Usually, like I raid, I say have a great show, and I go start packing orders basically. What did he have?
Big talk at the time. Give Kirby back his artwork.
seems like a no-brainer, but
And of course, please return to our comic journal so like Gary just lets him do whoever comics. No matter the cost.
Well, it's like it's funny. I've actually got to know Gary and I've done interviews with him and talked with him a number of times over the time, and
Sweet. You know what? That reminds me. I got to do the same thing. This morning, I just dropped into a show real quick, kind of just chilling. Dude had this like knockoff porcelain or ceramic like piggy bank type thing that the mold is from like the giant turtles. I think it's Michelangelo, and he's got a red bandana and Leo's swords. And it's like, it's not an officially licensed thing at all. It's like, it's all messed up. And I was like, need to have it. Like, that's the sort of shit I'm going to collect like, going forward. It's just like weird ass, like, just fucking, you know, weird stuff. Oh, he had original art? That's cool.
Wide variety of outlets, and he just said we knew what it was, we didn't like it, and it was unfair. And when it came to the recognition that we were all starting to enjoy because of what these pioneers had created for us, we, Lee and I, of course, were very, 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 very adamant that it's just not.
Oh, what's up, Xcal and Alice Store? See you over on Discord. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
It's our work, we need to give the credit that he's due.
Oh, Blue Jack takes it home.
What he's done.
What am I going to do with these?
Given us for imagination and inspiration. So, yeah, we were very and so Gary was one of the people that.
I think this was, yeah, it is an Eastman. Strange that this one's, they had him on cover C. It sounds like they moved him between B and C for a minute.
Felt the same way.
Oh! Yeah, he was running the SMZ sketchbooks, I think. Yes. I did see that, I think.
Comics aren't for 12-year-olds and under anymore. They're for adults. And
good eye, man.
Also, creator's rights, creator ownership.
It is not really. So what it actually is, it's a print, but it is from a magazine. So you can see August 24th through the 30th, 1984. So it was a magazine that ran in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Believe it or not, the dude who got these made had to pay to get like the rights to reuse these images. But basically, it is a little advertisement for the Portsmouth Minicon, which is where Ninja Turtles was first premiered. And like I said, you know, you can read the whole. I don't know if you can read that, but it or you can screen cap and read it later. But it yeah, it's just a little artifact from when the Turtles was born. And of course, that image, like I said, good eye. That's after the Turtles. Well, Oroku Saki blows himself up with a thermite grenade. Yeah, dude, the sketchbooks are pretty cool. I have the Batman TMNT ones for sale there. I have the metal cover, the foil cover. I also got the artist proof for it, and the regular cover.
That's right. Yeah, but I remember that was one of those.
Like these bad boys.
Love that. Yeah. But also,
it's like there's the artist proof. You see, it's like AP2 on the bottom.
I would like to return these to you. It's classic.
This one's limited 25, 23 of 25. It's the regular cover. This one's the metal cover. Got 10 of 10 of that one. And then the foil cover, 7 of 10. They fun. Yeah, they're all for sale. All 4 of them are for sale. If you, let me take a look. If you go to the auction tab and type in sketch, you'll see all 4 of them. Feel free to make offers, or if you want to bundle any of them, happy to work at a different price. You guys will see something else? No, I won't do that. I don't like showing stuff that I don't sell because I feel like it's kind of like a dick move. Like, hey guys, check this out. No, you can't have it. But I also got the Casey Jones. There's a Casey Jones one of those sketchbooks from SDCC last year, and I got the metal artist proof foil and regular of that as well. But yeah, Jacob, they're for sale. Like I said, if you want to make an offer, for sure. For sure. I will share them in the Discord, actually. I haven't shared them in the... Yeah. So, they're really cool. It basically is the roughs for the box art of the NECA, Casey Jones, the first one, which is rad. And I kind of didn't realize until after I got it. I was like, wait a second. This is, like, the rough art for that.
Oh, that is extra cool, man. So, check out the documentary. This is the sort of prototype that free thing.
So we'll probably run through all the dollar starts one more time. If anyone wants to make any offers on anything in the inventory, let me know, including those sketchbooks. after I run through all the kind of dollar start IDW one more time, I'll probably end the show, but I will likely schedule another one for like 9 or like a little later on tonight, basically. So keep an eye out for that. If you're in our Discord, I'll post it to the Discord. If you're not, you can just go to lookingfortmnt.com, the same way my username is spelled here, but with a .com at the end of it, and you can find all our community channels, join the community. We do giveaways out of Discord, all sorts of fun stuff. I won't spoil it. Big secret. Big secret how cool the community is.
Levels of finality.
But I think that was the volume 5. Then we got some volume 6 and a few little odds and ends. But thanks everyone for hanging out. If you're shopping, really appreciate you. If you're hanging, appreciate you too. Always feel free to hang out here whether you're shopping or not. We've got a really, really cool and welcoming community of turtle fans here. Knowledgeable guys, chill guys.
I think you're right, Pete. I think we were getting lots of wonderful. We had post office calls, and we were getting lots of nice letters that we were using the letter pages, and people would send pinups. We might have even asked potentially for pinups in one of the letters pages, maybe, and said, "Hey, if you go
nice, Jacob.
Send it. We'll use it for the back cover. It's a fun way to promote other."
Nice win, my dude. Congrats on that.
Editor when I was doing X-Men grade design, and that like his first published work or something. So people see it and stuff. What thank you guys for joining us for this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle number 6 conversation. I know that it's con season.
Ah, good eye.
Oh, sure. Yep. We're you guys go to TMNTstudios.com and we list the events. This weekend we're going to be in South Carolina, and then 2 weeks to amazing Arizona, amazing Las Vegas show. So we're
all right.
We're heading towards. We put a few more shows than normal we do this year, but we're also heading towards 2024. Big anniversary for us. 40 years, Pete.
We could run through. I said that there's going to be secret sales today, so we might as well do a few. I'll run through these sketchbooks real quick. Probably half off. We only have that listed for $185.
Oh, no,
A little less, more than half off.
That's right. That was awesome. I've heard through
But that one is the artist proof that they sent to the artist, which I assume would have been Eastman prior to doing the full print run.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was clever.
Yeah, it's a low one too. I think he kept the AP ones because I only saw him selling 2s and 3s.
I don't know. It seems. I really enjoyed the animation take on the.
And that one's there's only 25 of those in the world. That one's limited, or number 23 of 25.
Coming up on 40 years, that we're seeing a new movie, and I think this one should be. I'll say this politely, a lot better than some of the other versions. Looks pretty fun.
Yeah, I don't run these very often. Nice grab, dude. I said that's a little more than half off too. Enjoy them. I won't spoil the interior for you. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. And welcome to the next level of the Rewards Club, dude. You got a couple more coupons for that. Congrats on that. Feel free to use them now or whenever. Yeah, I've never run them that low, but today's that day. I got that feeling.
Yeah, that is true. We are going to do that.
This one has a metal cover on it. It's a 10 of 10. There's only 10 in the world. Run that a little less than half off too, or more than half off, I should say.
One note right away is the Tom Spurgeon edited issue. This is from Tom Spurgeon's run of about 5 years there of really strong comics journal material. This may be the best of the bunch. This is one of the most entertaining interviews I've ever read. Gary Grunt is the interviewer, and he is the perfect
Awesome.
guy.
And last but not least, the foil. And that's 7 of 10.
Conversation between, I guess we could call them two publishers. Gary Grunt had been in the publishing game basically since the 60s as a little boy.
And this is the foil. It's 7 of 10. We normally run it for what? 70. So we'll just do 70.
And Kevin Eastman, at around age 21, kind of almost accidentally became a publisher when nobody else was looking for their work, so they figured they would make something themselves. Yeah, Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was surprised to learn he was 21. I'm always surprised when young people
Awesome.
have success, and I can't imagine.
We'll go back through some dollar starts real quick,
So,
and then we'll close down until a little later tonight. We'll be back with kind of a normal show. Thanks everyone who supported us on the show. You helped me out a ton because otherwise I would have had to move all these books. And so I appreciate you guys hanging out, shopping, or even if you're just hanging out, appreciate that too.
and we'll discover throughout that
Definitely check out lookingfortmnt.com.
you have a tremendous success.
Just the way my username is spelled, but with a .com at the end. You'll find all our socials, our Discord, where we give away free stuff all the time, have contests, and just no purchase necessary giveaways.
Starting with this introduction, that's amazing to me.
When we have a lot of fun.
This line that really sets the tone. If you didn't think it was
These guys will tell you, we have too much fun sometimes. I do have to condense it down though. I got a little out of hand with it.
That is such a great intro to what we're
I'll be
about
doing
to
that
get
once the
into.
poll's done.
Kevin Eastman said somewhere in there that it's
Oh, Jeezy snuck in on ya. You gotta watch out, that Blue Jack's a sneaky sneaker.
and answer the questions in the same way he would one of his friends. Or something like that.
He's a sneaky sneaker. He's one of those guys. I think anyway. If I recall, turns off his. You don't know when they join. They just kind of join. They're in the background. JT does it too all the time. Oh, you're very welcome, man.
He's got some time.
Do you need any, hey, buddy? Do you need any of the other ones, Blue Jack? 1, 2, or 3?
Last boy in Maine. This is the part of the interview.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I was gonna say I'll run 1 through 3 for you if you need any of that. But okay. Awesome. Oh, this is a Jenica retailer incentive. Watch out, it's pricey. That's a little expensive. We haven't been running books for that much today. Oh, Mr. Moneybags is in again. Jeez. Dude, I better see some of this stuff on your show during the raid, I tell you. Like, I don't mind.
I often describe the comics I like as weird.
Yeah. Dude, that's great. That's I'm glad that it's for your collection. That's awesome. But again, I wouldn't be offended if you sold at these prices either, and then you could buy more stuff for your collection. We all about it. All about helping our friends. and not helping any other people. But that's cool, man. I am glad. So JT, like I say, kind of a different. I don't want to put it. Kind of different thing, but one of my first jobs out of high school was at a grocery store in Maine. And in Maine, during the summer, tons of people from Quebec come because it's just over the border, and then they're visiting the United States. They're sort of in another country technically, even though it's pretty much the same. And dude, I was a cashier, man, and I hated the summer so much because like they're all like French people and they love wine, and so they would literally clear out the wine section. There'd be a line from the front of the store to the back of the store of just French people with wine, because it was the grocery store I was working on was right on the beach, and that was a huge tourist area, and it was like one of those things where like I couldn't. None of them spoke English, and I was like, you know what I mean? They'd be like saying stuff and like typing it into their phone to translate, and I'm like, I don't. God damn it! I could never get the line down because every transaction took forever. Yeah. Yeah, he lives in Colorado. He lives in Colorado and lives the dream. Or at least 20-year-old Nick's dream. Oh, dude, that's not unique to those. Yeah. You'd be surprised, man. When I worked in cryptocurrency early on, like 2013, 2012, up to like 2015-ish, then I kind of got bored with it. Dude, I worked with so many like multi-millionaires and stuff. Like, the guys would tell me like, "You're not a real millionaire if you only have $5 million. Like, that's not a real millionaire these days." And I'd be like, "Okay, that's cool, man." Like, and they're some of the dumbest motherfuckers I ever met, dude. And like, I've met all people from all walks of life, but something about that privilege makes you dumb. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
He's making comics, and we have to get Peter Laird into the game. So there's some good supplemental materials that you guys.
And that was the thing, like Maine's economy basically runs on tourism, so it's like, and with and I'm sure you guys same thing, Orlando especially.
But in New England, there was a weekly paper called Scat that contained the work of Peter Laird. Japanese was trying to get some work with those guys, but it was those guys discovered that it was far more profitable.
Dude, why are people coming to your state for the summer? That's kind of weird, right? You think that'd be more popular in the winter with the ski bunnies and shit, Copy. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, very well described.
Yeah, I guess that stuff is kind of everywhere.
Kind of grip that keep papers know in the door, man. 50,000 comics in the spot, man. All sorts of curvy stuff. This is when they decided to start making some stuff together. Fugitoid was the first major comic effort they put their energies for. And if you take a look at the Garage comic, you will see that they are kind of like greater than some of the parts.
Awesome, Blue Jack. Thanks, dude.
You see the stuff they were doing on their own, and it does not amount to anything compared to what they did.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. They gotta keep the money flowing. You got any of those what are they called? Where you sit on the sled and go down the thing and everyone gets fucked up on them? Alpine slides? You guys got any of those? Yeah, JT, I was gonna say, Blue Jack is coming up on second place for heaviest package here in a minute. I didn't tell him it was you, but I told him someone had a 32-pound package, so, you know. Yeah, he's creeping up on it. It's a pretty big stack. I don't know what his weight's at. I could take the stack and I don't want to move it right now. I could take the stack and weigh it. I'll put it in the Discord. I'll put it in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure it's going to be a close, not a close second, but it'll be a sizable bad. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to fit it in that large flat rate box. It's going to be fun. You know I love a challenge. But was it 32 pounds? Am I remembering that right? I forget. Nah, I don't think he's over. Let's weigh it. Fuck it, let's weigh it. Let's see how. This will be just the books. So no box, no packing material. Drum roll.
So that part sounds fun, and it seems like he goes back on it because one thing starting to come up is the distance between drawing as more business enters his own life.
Oh boy.
Less drawing takes place, and that is the faster less to get back to the drawing table.
Oh, he's over 10 pounds. 10 pounds, 3.9 ounces.
Sound like bullshit of the interview where he's telling the story that he told a million times. Yeah. Tax return check, $500. Peter Laird had a couple hundred.
And that's the thing. It's funny because everyone I've talked to about that package, they're like, "Did you? Why didn't you ship it in multiple boxes?" Like, because I didn't want them to A, arrive at different times. B, like it would have been like 5 different boxes. You know what I mean? And like it just wasn't. It's like I would have saved like $30 or something like that. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, these things just blow out. Well,
yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. I try. It's a balancing act. I try to be just nice enough.
Distributors who are like, "What you got?" I'm glad you mentioned it because they have no idea.
I love you guys. We have so much fun. Yeah, that was a fun show. I told him I was over there today, and I told him, I was like, "You want me to run one more before I go, just for old time's sake?" And he was like, "Yeah, maybe next week," kind of thing. I was like, "Yeah, whatever you want." All right, guys. Let me know if anyone wants any urban legends or universe. I think I got a little bit of that left. Well, maybe not. Yeah, a little bit of universe, a little bit of urban legends. Yeah, I mean, I asked him about, let me know if you want me to do it next week, and he seemed like he was on board, but he's going to pick up, it sucks. I'm going to be leaving here, and he's going to be going to pick up a massive Turtles collection. So I told him, like, if you have any trouble with it at all, just send it to me and I'll sell it. Kind of thing. Right. I don't know that he'll buy it. I hope he does. We're thinking the guy's going to be, like, in the five digits range. So we'll see what he wants for it. Urban Legends, I've got 3, 4, 5, 7, 12. 3, 4, 5, 7, 12. Awesome, Jacob. That go in your stack. And we got the number 1 for that, too.
This is where
Okay.
you mentioned Solson, but before that is
I got that for you.
First merchandise thing they on is dragons, all that stuff very popular.
The Light Romeo.
That comes from Solson's technical manual. Yes, I sort of love these. They licensed out the Turtles to another comics publisher, Solson, who was the Black and White Moon Company, for about a year. And these manuals were basically fighting manuals.
Oh, he's talking about the martial arts manual?
Really. Super violent, kind of inappropriate, especially with
So we got 3, 4, 5, 7, and 12. We're going to balance that. No, we're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 books. No, Casey Jones. What did I say? 5 books? Give me a second. I'm going to make a template so you can just run it for 5. Make it easy.
Guy shows up in a rented suit and is asking for like a 5-year deal. They've been through this a bunch of times already at this point. They said,
yeah, Gigi, no problem.
Come up with something and then we'll go from there. And he does, man. What the big stories. And run the comics, show stuff, and thinks they came away with contracts. Yeah, it's in a big way. This is the legendary creator of Black and White.
3, 4, 5, 7, 12.
I was impressed by how much people, like they approve everything, which has its own drawbacks because they approve everything. Right. But it is pretty impressive that they are able to do that. You hear so many stories about creators and creators being taken advantage of. They do really well in regards to protecting their rights when it comes to the turtles. Tip of the hat to them for that. That's tough territory. Like those guys in the $5,000 suits are there to get as much as they can, and Eastman and Laird do a great job.
There you go, dude. All those books for 5.
That said, they go
5 books, $5.
Stories about one, according to this interview, it's about $150,000 to preserve to create trademarks and copyrights internationally for again. That's
Dude,
they get into some very specific details.
I've been
Interesting.
wild today.
But they talk about a Russian, because this is being licensed in countries all over.
Like this show and the toy show I ran last week.
Other laws where,
Bananas.
I forget which country he cites. Basically, the guy claims a copyright trademark, and he's like, you can have them for X amount of money.
Oh, my pleasure, dude. Happy to. I love helping you guys out.
We'll work out some URL.
Making some money to build the operation out further. We're all win-wins over here. What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? How you doing? Good to see you, dude.
So, I guess late 80s, early 90s post
We're doing some dollar starts. We're kind of nearing the end of this show. I'm gonna run another kind of regular show a little later on tonight. But yeah, let me know if I can do anything for you. Oh, I appreciate you doing that, man. Yeah, feel free to come hang out anytime, every time.
This guy basically tells them he's going to use.
We're always just chilling over here. Yeah. I hear some people, whether you're shopping or not, come in and say hi, chill. We all float down here.
He's going to go kick their ass. He's going to send armed goons to protect the trademark. They make a deal. It kind of works out, but it's completely organized crime, is the way Eastman describes the dealing with Russian license at this stage. Slightly nervous about, are we dealing with the damn Russian mafia here? Yeah, that's exactly who he says they're in business with for the Russian license. So
yeah, that's pretty funny, the whole Russian thing.
At the height of the Turtles game.
Hey, Solier, how you doing, dude? Nice to see ya.
The checks every 3 months could be, like over the course of like the 2.
We're just running through the last of some of our dollar books here. We'll be on a little later on tonight, probably around 9 or 10. I'll make the show after we're done here. Just run a regular show. We'll also be on tomorrow morning, but yeah, just running through some dollar books. We ran through most of the volume 5, little volume 6. Of course, if there's anything you want me to run, you have any offers in mind, just let me know. Feel free to hang out. We're watching Cartoons Kayfabe. Cool Turtles interview. But I hope you've been well.
So that's an Eastman quote from the interview. But you're right, this is the headaches then. And because there's also double-digit lawsuits that they're facing. And all and on different
Yeah, we went through 80 books so far. That's so funny. Yeah, we got a few. If you go to the auction tab and type in the word you just typed into the chat, figure, you'll see all the figures we have. Like I said, I just got done saying we did a big sale last week, cleared out a lot of it, but there's still a little bit left.
A lot of Mirage Studios and other stuff was creating more licensing and things of that nature. So they go from, hiring some of their, I don't want to say friends, I don't know if they were friends to begin with, but hiring guys to help produce the book as things get busier and busier, to then they're paying those guys to do license art as part of their Turtles. They have control over it. It's just easier than having third parties create this license art and then edit it. So instead they're just doing a lot of that right out of the Mirage. So they're running me.
Awesome, geez.
Also,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
by accident,
hop off after we're done getting through this next round. Pack up everyone's orders. Like I said, everything will be out tomorrow morning.
Right. And this is their thing, and they know that the guys who work with them, the Turtles are theirs, and it's a work for
I'll eat a little dinner and then I'll be back. But thanks again, guys, for hanging out, shopping with us. Makes my move a lot easier. Gives us some advertising money for the big raid training we're putting together for July. Really appreciate you guys.
As valuable as
I'm glad you guys were able to get some steals.
So they have to figure out all of that, like what the percentages of all of that. Yeah, this stuff really gives me anxiety even now. Like rethinking about this. It's just like trying to chop this up because they're licensing books in all these different countries.
Guys, I think we've reached the end. Let me double check.
I don't know how you chop it. It's time just doing that kind of accounting. I think it is. They have
All right. Oh, I got stuff up my sleeve. I forget.
Outcry of hypocrisy comes from some of the people in comics. Eastman and Leonard, they were in a very privileged position. They never had to.
I had a feeling someone was going to jump on that.
The jobbers of the day. Everybody was a jobber. Like Eastman and Leonard created.
Hey, don't be fighting now.
So everybody's a jobber, and the call to get Kirby back his art, get some equity in.
Oh, don't GG just yet. These guys are sneaky sneaks. Got a bunch of sneaky sneaks in here today. Sneaking around, bidding on stuff. Oh, yeah. Awesome, GC. Awesome, you got the next level of the reward stuff too, man. Congrats on that. Get a couple coupons.
And then Mirage Studios, by many of the people who are associated with by their links, Eastman and Litter are kind of betraying a lot of the ethos that the links is supposed to kind of put forward. Yeah, it's a really difficult situation. What we're presented with in this interview is getting perspective from Eastman and Litter. They're working hard, they're not even drawn. We've talked about it's
Well, guys, I'll do like a couple minute warning, maybe 5 minute warning. We'll close up shop. Let me know if there's anything you want me to run out of the auction tab. Got all sorts of turtle stuff in there. Again, thanks for shopping with us and hanging out with me today, guys. The show was a lot of fun. I always have fun with these ones. And like I said, I'll be back on later tonight. Try to get the show up right after the show. I'll post it in the Discord if you're in our Discord. If you're not, go to lookingfortmnt.com. Looking for TMNT just the way my username is spelled with a .com at the end, and you can find all our social channels. There's coupons you can find out on our social and our Discord, and we do giveaways out of our Discord. They're free. You don't have to purchase anything. So check us out. Oh, you got hit with the mute, huh? Oh, dude, yeah. You can't say that last word. Ooh, let me take a look. Where was that's funny that you mentioned that. The reason I skipped over it is because it wasn't in this box, but I will check the other one.
Advertising and comics.
We're sure it is.
He didn't do a great run on Legion of Superheroes or something, but he was paid as good as any of those people, thanks to equity stuff, toy rights, foreign market stuff, all kinds of shit.
I don't know where is that.
The one that has Ceremis. At one point, Dave Sim just said,
I wonder if I bundled it.
Yeah, I don't give you any more permission to publish it.
And there's no reasoning at all. There's not an obvious fallout. There's nothing. It's just some.
Tell you what, Gigi, I don't see it, but I'll take a little bit more of a look once I'm done, and I'll just throw it in your package if I find it, man. Yeah, good eye. I don't know. It's very rare that I can't find a book. It actually almost never happened. I think it only happened one other time, and it wasn't a turtle book. It was out of the Buy It Now. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to locate it. But if not, then I'll let you know. But if I do, I'll let you know either way, and I'll just include it in the package for you. Oh, yeah. So, well, we can talk about it somewhere else. No, you're the man. No, you. But yeah, Blue Jack, the last part of that word is a racial slur. You put a space in there. Which I know you were not trying to do. Oh, you guys are mods.
There is a very almost dry technical side of this part of this interview where we get to see, like, again, we're summarizing this and saying it sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
He talks about the attorneys they had, how they acquired them,
Yeah.
why they acquired them. He says, lawsuit where people sued Gary Kropp asks. Eastman says, yeah, it seemed like everyone was. What? And then you get a big long answer.
What else can we do?
Just run the gamut.
JT, do you want something for $1 so I can send you these fucking magazines? No worries, no pressure. Just figured I'd ask.
It doesn't matter. Any validity to the lawsuit, like.
Oh, what the fuck? No.
That's part of why there's big contracts. They all work contracts, so they can reprint this.
Yeah, dude. Good for you. Just get the fuck out of my store, dude. Yeah. That's exactly where I'd be with that. I had to do that a few times at Jetpack, too. There's a dude who used to come in there, dude. Buy It Now sold, dude. Oh, no. Are you doing that thing where you call the whole thing a bin? You guys are funny with that. Yeah, no, it's an acronym. It's Buy It Now. BIN. That was so funny. I just let you guys do that forever. I was like, I thought it was cute. You know what I mean? And then one day, Kodiak, and I was like, all right, Kodiak, I'm gonna spill the beans here and tell you what bin means.
They drew an astronaut that was standing next to a turtle, and this guy felt like he was too close to their property, and it got that.
But if there's nothing you want, man, keep waiting. I got them set aside for you. They're not going anywhere. You know, I'll be at Jetpack next week. Or, sorry, the week after. It'll be a whole new world. But yeah, I thought you guys were adorable with that. You guys like, check the bin. I'm like, why are you pushing everyone on my fucking Buy It Now? And I'm like, oh no, they think the whole thing is like a bin, like a comic bin. I was like, I love this. This is cute as shit. Best mod team on whatnot, baby. Kodiak banned a guy from the Discord the other day. I was like, whoa, big proud.
Scary.
I was sleeping at the time.
This is almost the definition of business. Almost all businesses have this moment happen where, like, in their case, Fred Wolf Animation Studio. The animation studio that created the damn series and did all of that animation.
And again, JT, it really is not a big deal.
At the end of the day, when the business goes away, that company, you think that those contracts are like airtight and you have mountains of lawyers that put them together? That company.
It's only 100 Jetpack.
They said they created
What the fuck is 100 Jetpack?
important stuff that they.
Not there, right?
And that is business. That's how business works.
100
Like
Jetpack.
when I was starting to go to satellite, the station.
He did one for 100. Shows how much I know.
Then sued him, and he had to settle with them. It's just, it's what you do in business. I think you're taught that shit in college.
I have like the hairs on my neck are standing up. I think I'm sweating. There's like flop sweat getting on my notes. And this stuff bothers me so much because it's such an idealized story. kind of curtain of reality. This guy was comic, being sued by every single kind of person you can imagine. Completely no ground to stand on. Collaborators like the animation company that they make good money and have contracts. It's a nightmare, right? Just a nightmare.
And I guess this was probably the first place in time that we get to see behind that curtain of like what is the life like for the guys who are at sort of the top economic financial spectrum. Did you get any sense from this interview of Gary Groth's knowledge of this part?
Let me look that up.
I don't think he did. I think he might have.
No worries.
Because he has, the Tundra documents.
Oh.
There are parts here where he's definitely the witness.
I thought you meant the yellow one. That one's 101. Oh, you are talking about that one. You're talking about the, okay.
At some level, you must know that the witness
I think he's talking about this. It's funny, man.
Okay. So here, I want to talk a little bit about the creator build, right? Yes. Because I find this stuff really interesting. And I got interested in creator ownership of image several years later. This is the mid-80s, and you have the guys who've already named Scott Cloud, Hicks,
Yeah.
the set, Rick Beach, both had
That's my bad.
DC Comics, Alan Moore's name is kind of.
I don't know why, but in my head, this one was one Rich Horn did.
So the concept here is just cartoonist.
Let me know when you're back, JT.
How
No rush.
better first?
We're just chilling.
And several of these, I guess, summits meetings happen where they talk about like what are the rights of the creator? What rights are you giving up? You sign a work for hire contract as far as to start with. And I just think it's a very interesting exercise in this way. Of course, nothing works the way you want it to work. This stuff was very, I would say, theoretical. Kevin Eastman describes it as kind of a big document. They're just kind of getting these ideas. But of course, there's backlash. It feels like he's got to be young at this point.
We'll give him about 5 minutes or so, and then I'll just shoot him a message after and let him know I'll set it aside for him if he wants it. But
Spectacular artists, and they're filling his head with these ideas. And they're great. They're amazing. The backdrop
ain't no
is
bang.
marvelous.
You guys, we're kind of in our last call phase where I say it's last call for like an hour, and I don't end the show. So just let me know if there's anything you want me to run. If there's anything I can do for you. We've kind of been through the dollar books already, but and sold most of them.
His first point he checked with the figures at one thing, and they asked him, what was the purpose? And he said, well, we have airsoft gun battles. The tank's so funny because it comes up again by the end of the interview, and it does feel like maybe I need to tank now just to keep everybody at bay. I think that's the background. I think that kind of gives us pretty clear. This is descriptions of what was going on in Garage at this time, which is the Turtles comics are still being created, but no longer by Laird. They have a staff of artists who are doing a lot of licensing artists. They have this pool of artists around them, and I get the sense that he's a little jealous when he looks out and gets to see the drawing pictures and things like that, while he is doing.
Man, I would totally, if I used to have multiples of this, but this is my last one. Let me see if I can find that design archive for him real quick. 1 second. I have it, I just don't remember where I put it. Because the design archive is a little cheaper. And it's also almost magazine size. I'm trying to send it magazines. Give me a second. Oh. Rare appearance. Hey, you guys like my shirt? Check out my shirt. Rare appearance of looking for TMNT on camera.
Yeah, it's not so
And he's gone.
He just wants to, he has this idea, he just try it. Yeah, we should say that could have been part of the raw. Laird was like, we don't need more of this. Right. But you're both, here's my blessing, like, go do your thing. That's kind of terminal. Yeah. And just to, like, when you touched on the guys in the garage studios, kind of like, Once you're someone weird. There is some
This was great.
where they know
Now,
hooking them up with their lifestyle, and they're fucking, they get mad. You know what I mean? They get jealous. You're not
like
enough.
4 of those.
Nobody in the listening audience is paid well enough for what they do. So there's that animosity.
Oh, you guys got me twice. Where the fuck are the design archives? That's wow. That's good though.
Right. Very rarely, even if they're workers or publishers that have some of that power or some of that money. He spent
I'm still gonna figure out what that is.
Alright. They were the publishers, they were the owner of this IP, they were signing off on it.
We'll give JT another like 5 minutes or so, and then I'll run that book there if anyone wants it, and I'll reach out to JT and figure out his shipment. Won't be a big deal.
The other thing is, Gary brings up the idea of what kind of mail were they receiving.
It's driving me nuts.
An example of some of the more far out stuff that was coming in, including very explicit sexual fantasies with the turtles. They invented furries, man. It is just wild.
Interesting.
The idea of the turtles, this interview, this issue behind the curtain, like what's the reality of having something inside?
Yeah, sure, no problem, dude.
More or less solely responsible.
And sorry for the delay there. I was looking for a book, but it ain't no thing.
Pick from the grab bag, pick one, I pick one. The next day, points with our names show up. You know what I mean? And we're not the
There you go, dude.
Let
me see this real quick.
Every little success we have, I do in my head go, what if it was twice this size? What if it was 10 times this size? But think of the turtles, it's like, what if it was 10,000 times the size? It's unfathomable. First 100. Okay, so
Right.
I think we've given a foundation of what Tundra, what is important Kevin Eastman is. He is, I think, searching for some creative outlet. He does not have time to draw or put it in there. Tundra is going to, I think, part of that is that creative outlet. It's applying these creator rights. It is such a fantasy. When I'm writing down like some of the stuff regarding Tundra, fantasy company comes to mind. And I mentioned the Bill of Rights was just this idea. Let's talk about this idea space.
Oh, dude, don't worry. Don't apologize, dude. That's okay.
The reality of it.
Let me run this for this dude real quick. I'm just gonna run it 10 seconds, and then I'll run your book.
He hires his uncle Quentin, to be the president because he has some business background. Uncle Quentin shows up and says, "You can't do this. You're going to need more money to run the company than the 80 points split will provide." Footnote of this.
Good eye, by the way, man. And just so you know, that'll ship in a bag and board. I have a little stack of those. That's why it's not in one right now.
There's many examples of this. Just the amount of creative control and production side.
No, those, dude. That's for my PC, and I paid cover price for them, and so yeah, no. That's just for because I thought you'd like them. I never read them. I bought them 2 years ago. They've been sitting in my magazine box, and I feel like they're better off with you. Hey, thanks, Jacob, by the way. I appreciate that. Thanks for calling out a request, too.
You're losing $1 million per year on this newspaper. Okay, well, I'll go out of business in 92 years. And that is what Tundra feels like. I mean, down to the...
Dude, thank you. Appreciate you supporting the show, man. Really do. Feel free to hang out with us anytime. If you go to lookingfortmnt.com, like my username is spelled with .com at the end. We've got a few different community channels. You're more than welcome to hang out with us anytime. We do giveaways and Discord and stuff. Thanks for hanging out, though, and supporting the show. It means a lot. But nah, man, we're basically just doing this to get you the Snyder so I can generate a label. No, stop. Cut that shit out. Cut it out. I'm going to cancel it. Yeah, no problem. I can do that. Thank you, JT. I appreciate you, dude. I was like, no, stop it. AB5. AB to 5.
He gives that answer, and he's like,
What do we got over here? Double check.
And Harry lists like several family members that also got high jobs in Tundra. It's really great. Like those are great interview moments of Harry Roth, where it's like,
I think that's all we got. We double check.
This
No, man, thank you.
It's just like,
And let me know what you think about the books.
and
Yeah, it was listed for 25. I ran it for 20, and you bid it up to 24. So I told you to cut it out. All right, so we've got. Oh man, this is going to be an expensive bundle. We've got Jenica 1 cover A. It's Jenica 2, by the way. I didn't mean to say Jenica 2 issue 1, then the B, the Eastman, and then 5. So we'll run 5 first. Aren't yours? No. I know you're always trying to give me monies, but I try to give you deals, and then you take it away. You know. I appreciate it. You know, I always act angry about that stuff, but I appreciate it. I just being silly. Like cut it. I hate it. So we'll run 5. Like I said, this is going to be expensive. No. No, just do the dollar. Thanks, man. Dude, we've been flying. Dude, I've got 87 books we sold today. No, that's wild. Isn't that wild? Yeah. People are getting wise to it. To my games, which is fine. Jenica 2, issue 1, cover B. Oh yes, the way. Yeah. That's why I love you guys so much, man. Like, what? I don't know of any. I've never witnessed it anyway. Any other seller who like does that. You know what I mean? Or like buyers who really do that. We're like, we're fighting because I'm trying to give you deals and you're trying to give money. And we're like, nah. Yeah, dude. See it for real. That's I've definitely witnessed that a million times. Or like one of those things where once someone gets, it's a little trick where it's like once someone gets to free shipping. If they're selling heavy stuff and they know they're not gonna be able to fit it in a flat rate, they just fucking end the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, show's done. See you, everybody. And which pisses everyone off because they buy stuff to get to the free shipping to get more shit. You know what I mean? It's just such. There's so many little like I was like, yeah, so many little things. It's like, all right, man, you need that dollar. Bless your heart.
6 months of Tundra. Now, like the pre-press stuff is fun. Get into some specifics. And he said that
I was saying, JT, today's the being in business to put other people in business show. I'm telling like the sellers I'm ringing. I'm like, guys, resell this stuff. You got a good margin. And everyone was like, no, I'm getting it for me. Like, that's boring. Yeah. And I get it, dude. Comics have shitty margins. And, like, it's really hard to make a living selling funny books. But, is it worth turning yourself into a douchebag? You know what I mean? And being that guy for the rest of your life? Probably not. Hey, Jeezy, thanks, dude. Your stack's pretty big, too, bud. I think you're second place today. Either way, I'm going to have some work to get all this in the Hall of Fame. Oh, no. Don't say that. I'm counting on Galen to be there on the other side, otherwise I'm fucked.
You're right. So you're saving about $60 or something, like a page, I guess, for pre-press, and you do the math of it.
I feel like I'll get a pass because I'm probably the only person in the last 20 years to sell that book. I feel like that says, oh, I didn't sell it, did I? I gave it away. Fuck me, huh?
and they get sued into oblivion. They have to go on that $500,000.
Oh, guys, you want me to do another 5-minute warning? I don't think that's the third or fourth one, right, Jeezy? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, did I send you that other 100? Was that a fever dream, or did I do that? I forget. By the way, thanks for the review. I thought I did, but then I started doubting myself because I have one left, or a couple left. And I was like, I didn't think I had. I thought I sent this to JT. No, I think you did. I think you left a review. That's why I was genuinely thanking you for the review because I recall you said something about a bonus book, and then I was like, what did I send him? I forget. And then I was like, oh, I sent him the 100, and then I looked through to see how many I had left, and I was like, I have too many to have sent him one though, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm usually pretty tight about the inventory, but today has been interesting because stuff I don't usually run, I've been going through and realizing like it may have been a part of a bundle at some point. Like I have like 5 of those galleries somewhere in here. And like I said, that's not usually like that. Everything is alphanumeric and like organized, and then there's like backstock that's also alphanumeric. Oh, dude, my pleasure, man. I thought that would be cool. You gotta have both. Nah, just taking Amy's van. Yeah, I think we're driving up together at this point. But I feel like, dude, it's been, I don't know if I told you, it has been a shit show. The dude that I was supposed to, oh no worries, man. Actually, probably, 5-minute away. I was going to say, we're probably going to hop off here in a minute. So no worries, JT. I should be back in a couple hours. Whew, I think I am going to end it this time, guys. I am super hot and I'm hungry. But thanks again, everyone. It was an awesome show. I had a great time. Was happy to get you guys the deals. And I'll start working on packing this stuff up for you. Like I said, I'll probably be back around 9 or 10 tonight. So if you see me, feel free to come hang out, whether you're shopping or not, as always. And I don't know how long I'll run for, but it'll be kind of like more of a normal show. I figured we'd do a little special pop-up for those who are in the know. And then tonight and tomorrow we'll do a little bit of a regular show. I'll run through the normal stuff, the higher price stuff. Of course, I'm always open to offers and working out deals on anything. So if you haven't followed us, definitely follow us. We're going to be expanding our inventory and doing a lot of fun stuff in the coming months. Dude, Blue Jack, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I'll get this stuff out for you nice, safe, and sound. Jeezy, man, I appreciate the kind words. That means a lot. And I fucking had an awesome time with you guys tonight. I would just keep going if I wasn't so hot and hungry, I swear to you. Yeah, but let's see if we can raid, guys. And again, thanks for the kind words, guys. You guys make this, you're the best part of this whole project. The rest of it, I could give a shit about. You guys are awesome. Oh, well, we love Ralph, but other than that. Oh, this guy. Everyone likes this guy for some reason. That sounded bad. Everyone likes this guy. See you guys soon.